It is a beautiful day and a beautiful new episode of Out of Time, a cyberpunk D&D story. Starting off, I've got a few pretty important announcements. You can find this show in a lot of different places. So those of you that are watching on YouTube, I want you to know that it's out there in other places as well. And those of you listening to it on those other places, it's on YouTube. You can watch us live. You can watch us perform it live. You can see all the actors' reactions. And you can see the battle maps on YouTube if you go to youtube.com/CommanderTTV. So, with that being said, those of you on YouTube, go check it out on the podcast websites. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean. It's on all their major podcasting platforms. So please, 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 if you're enjoying the show, check it out on those platforms. Give it a like, give it a rating. It really, really helps the show get out in front of more eyes. We're having a lot of fun making it, and I think that a lot of people would have a lot of fun watching it. So, more eyes, the better. I hope that you guys enjoy this episode. I've got one other announcement, and that is a pretty serious one, pretty important one, about what's going on in the world right now. If you're unaware, in Nigeria, they're fighting for civil rights in Nigeria to end a coalition of domestic terrorists called SARS. They're their police force in Nigeria. And I wanted to let everyone know that I, Commander, on Twitch, stand with those in Nigeria who are standing up for human rights and trying to end the brutality of the police in Lagos and the other cities of Nigeria. People are dying. So if you can, spread some awareness of what's going on over there. Just today, on October 20th, 2020, a lot of people were killed by police. Peaceful protesters, unarmed peaceful protesters were killed by real bullets. Today in particular, it was a tipping point in that country of the government basically coming out and saying, we're just going to kill anyone who speaks out. We're just going to kill anyone who tries to speak up. So please, if you can, help them over in Nigeria. I stand with you guys. I don't speak for anyone else on the cast, but for myself, it's important to me. So if there's something you guys can do at home, I think it's important. Thanks for listening to those announcements. And welcome to everybody in the stream. Welcome to our cast, our beautiful, wonderful cast today. We are going to have an awesome session of crazy proportions. And yes, that's a pun. This is Out of Time, Episode 3.
You heroes are so predictable. Always believing you have the upper hand. Always underestimating your foes. And in our eternal game of cat and mouse, you've always had the luxury of being the cats. Now, I'll show you a world where you're nothing but mice.
Can't stop me in the future that I've created. I have access to an army. I've upgraded my body. I have infinite resources at my disposal. Now run, little mice.
So Jerome and Nara both spoke with the mouse, and it seemed acutely aware of its surroundings, slightly more intelligent than a normal mouse, possibly. And you asked it some questions. It replied to you in different ways, and it seemed to have slipped up its speech. It seemed to have slipped up a piece of information it didn't want to and scared itself and stopped responding to your questions. After it stopped responding and crawled into its hole in the wall, Blake's character, Zim, decided he was going to investigate by shrinking down into a
Neogi hatchling.
Neogi hatchling. A Neogi hatchling, for those of you that don't know, looks like a mix between a spider body and a snake head coming out of where the spider's head would be. Very, very creepy creature. Blake's character Zim plays a homebrewed class of mine where he can transform into monstrosities and aberrations. So this was the monstrosity that he chose. Is that a monstrosity or aberration?
Aberration.
Aberration that he chose.
Tiny aberration.
Very tiny, the size of about a spider, maybe a little bit bigger. We'll say it's triple the size of a regular spider. So it's, about the size of like an orange or so when you're looking at it. Small enough to crawl into a mouse hole. And as you came face to face with the mouse, you shrunk yourself down. You guys watched as Zim's neck extended outward. His neck of his halfling body like extended from his chest, and his head like slopped onto the floor and began growing these large fangs. Large spiky legs grew out of his back and pierced his skin. A little bit of blood runs down his back as the legs pierce out of his skin. And he begins to shrink and shrink and shrink. You hear his bones cracking and morphing as he shrinks down into this disgusting half spider, half snake creature. Its eyes are bright orange, and it looks like it's got almost arms and then spider legs. It's a very creepy looking creature, and it looks up at you guys and then looks into the hole to find the mouse. Zim, you're face to face with the mouse. As it looks at you, terrified, it raises its eyes. Its bright, beady red eyes stare at you. And it turns about face and runs. And this is where we pick up with today's session. Now, I'm going to start with Blake's actions, and then we're going to go to you guys as you watch Blake's character do what he does. So, first thing first, Blake, what do you do?
I am chasing after it immediately, hot on its heels.
All right. So the mouse about faces and runs into the wall. So there's a hole in the wall. It runs deeper into the wall, into the darkness. Does the Neogi have dark vision?
Yes, I do. 60 feet.
Okay, good. So the mouse scurries into the wall and takes a sharp right into the middle of the wall and starts climbing up like the inner insulation of this wall.
I do have climb speed as well.
Yes. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
Okie dokie.
Actually, a dexterity check. Just dexterity.
Okay, that's fine.
So with a 12, you scurry your way up the wall following this creepy creature. And
I do have spider climb, if that's important.
Yes. And it also is very talented at climbing walls. You are a bit more nimble. You can move in a few different directions than it can, but it's very quick, and it's larger than you. Not extremely larger than you, but a bit larger than you. And it looks nimble, and it looks like it knows the area pretty well. As it weaves its way between wooden boards that are holding the wall together, kind of weaves its way through them very quickly. And you find your way through it all right. But it's starting to kind of leave your vision. And its tail is just barely at the edge of your dark vision. It's going to climb straight up the wall towards where the ceiling is. So at this point, what I want you to do is make opposing perception checks. He's going to make a stealth check. You make a perception check as he tries to hide from you as he runs up the wall.
Can I do something to distract him if he's within 30 feet of me? I can talk. Okay, I can talk inside other things' heads as long as they're within 30 feet. So I want to like yell into his head.
Right, go right.
All right. Roll me a charisma check.
Yeah, sure. That is not very good.
With a 9, I'm going to roll his stealth check. Okay.
So I had a 14 perception.
A 14 perception. Okay.
Yeah.
So with a 9, it doesn't seem like your shouting has caused it to stray off of its path, but it does sneak its way under a board and takes a turn that you're unsure of as it goes up the ceiling. It could have gone straight, it could have gone left, or it could have gone right, and you're not sure which way it went. So go ahead and make your decision.
What were the options?
Up straight towards the ceiling, to the left, or to the right, which is like, so it's like a T.
Okay.
You're right now. You're on top of some insulation, like looking up, looking upwards towards the ceiling of the inner wall.
I'm gonna go on the ceiling.
Okay. As you chase up towards the ceiling, you catch a glimpse of its tail, as it did go straight up into the ceiling and into what looked like a another like opening, like a rotted opening at the top of the ceiling, like wet wood that had rotted away. And so you follow it through this hole, and inside of this room, you can see it's backed itself into a corner. Now, this room in the attic is actually full of strange jewelry that's all hanging from the ceiling in different, like it's on racks, it's hanged up against the wall. There's a lot of cobwebs up here. It looks like nobody's been up here for a long time, but it's full of this kind of strange jewelry. And the mouse has backed itself into a corner, and it looks like it's got nowhere to run except for back past you. So you've backed it into a corner. What would you like to do?
I'm going to talk into its head, not knowing if it can understand me or not.
Okay, little fella, here's the thing, okay? If we all stop, go downstairs, have a friendly conversation, things will go well. Nothing will happen to you, you'll walk on this all right. If you don't, I can't guarantee that I won't accidentally eat you.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
God damn, the rolls.
Okay. With a 2, you roll for him.
Nat 1.
He seems scared, but also defensive in a kind of violent way. As he bares his fangs, his 2 top fangs and his 2 bottom fangs, they kind of clack together like a tick, 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 tick. And he, the hair on the back of his body, this albino white hair, stands up. His tail kind of flicks across the side of the wall as he backs himself further into the corner, and his beady red eyes glint in the darkness off of the jewelry in this room. Pause. The rest of you guys in the shop, Blake's character has just run into the hole in the wall and is gone, and you're not sure what exactly has happened. Now's your chance to talk with Kraymore and Jasper a little bit, the owners of the shop, and get any information you want out of them, so you can ask them any questions you want.
What was the last kind of, I kind of forget, what was the last interaction we had with them? In terms of
you
like,
had talked about purchasing a bag of holding from Kraymore,
right?
And he told you the prices, and you were like, yeah, that's way too expensive. And then Jasper came in, and Jasper is his ward. If you remember, Jasper is an animated skeleton. So he is all bone, and when he talks, his mouth moves up and down, and the sound comes out like an echo, like a little bit of an echo. And he has a very kind of proper way of speaking.
Is there clacking when he?
There is
when he speaks?
A little bit of rattling and clacking.
Nice.
Yep. And they're both standing there bewildered at what has just taken place, mostly because of the transformation that took place with Zim. As Kraymore says, well, that doesn't look right. That was disgusting. He kind of looks at the rest of you guys. Does he do that a lot?
It depends on the day.
First time I've seen him do that. That was nasty.
Well, I'm going to ask him some questions about that. Maybe I can turn that into an item of some sort. Sell that at a high price. Whew, that made me sick to my stomach. Jasper, try to find the contact information for the exterminators. I couldn't find it. And Jasper the skeleton kind of walks into the back room. Thank you guys for the subs. Contractor, Wembo, appreciate it. Thank you guys.
All right, what kind of info do we want to go for now, boys?
Okay.
And gal.
Blake is chasing
Kings and Queen.
Exterminator. Is that Exterminator?
We had talked previously about doing some kind of, because the main reason we were here is a task for him, right? So
Jasper
we kind of
Jasper hired the exterminators, right? Did they just come in?
So Jasper was the one who had like found them. Yes, they had approached Jasper to. That's what he said. Is like, oh, I thought I was making a good decision. Is what he said.
Hey, Mr. Kramer.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Do you by chance have any sort of tracking spells or tracking potions so we can know where our friend Zim went?
I don't really dabble in tracking magic necessarily. No, that's not something that I would have an item for.
Zim. This fucker.
Whoa! What's what do you have against Zim? What do you?
He disappeared.
Smell, you just kind of smell a little bit.
Kind of annoying. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
are we sure we need this guy? Like, can we just?
The walls have him now.
Can he?
unless we know where those exterminators. Kramer, do you by chance know where the exterminators work? Do they have like a building facility, or do they?
Oh, they're looking up the contact info now. Jasper is.
Right. Yeah, I sent Jasper.
Oh
to the
yeah,
back
because
to
they just showed up. They showed up to your shop. You never went to their shop.
Right. Correct.
Should we check on Jasper?
Doesn't have any memory.
You can't.
Someone want to go back and hang out with Jasper really quick?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stay in the shop and look around.
All right. I guess you're coming with me then. And he points to Pox.
I go with you. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys head to the back, and he leads you towards this back room, which you had originally been suspicious of in the first place. So you find your way back there, and it's definitely like a junk room in the back behind the counter. It's full of rinky-dink clothes that aren't magical and a lot of books. And it seems like most of the magical items that he has on display are out there on the shelves, like ready to be sold. So with that being said, you looking at the room that he's in, you do see Jasper, who is going through a chest of what looks like papers, just like a bunch of papers. And it looks like they're not very organized here for a magic shop. As his bones clatter, he takes pieces of paper, looks at them, and then just tosses them off to the side, like next to the chest. And you can hear him muttering under his breath, "This is so stupid."
Can I roll a perception check? Just
go for it.
Kind of want to take a look at the room. Kind of maybe listen to him for a second before we kind of walk in, or he notices
we all
that
back
we're there.
or is it just him?
Anyone who wants to go back can. You guys, if you don't go back,
just chilling in the shop.
Okay, I was gonna say if you don't go back, you're just chilling in the shop. Squelch is there with you too. He's just chilling next to the door. He's just like leaning up against the door, and he is enamored with some kind of amulet that is hanging in a glass box. He's just looking at it. He goes to Kathrak. He kind of looks over and he goes, "Hey, do you think you could buy this for me?" He points to the amulet that's in the box.
I gotta figure out how much it is first, bud.
All right. Okay. He kind of like looks excited, like there's a pie. Like, so you're saying there's a chance? That's what he said.
Now, wait, is the other shopkeeper still out here with us?
No.
Or okay, they're not. So I just have to wait.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. So they're both in the back looking through this chest of papers. Craymore joins the skeleton Jasper as they both look through the papers. What you see with a 12 perception, Wembo, is looking around. This is full of items that are worth gold, like nice clothes and rare books, but almost nothing magical back here. And probably for good reason, because it's pretty easy to get back here. So you get the idea that most of the magical stuff seems kind of locked away. And
but this is a magic shop, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is a magic shop. So you get the idea that they probably protect their magic stuff in either an offsite warehouse or somewhere else. You're just not sure where. And as you look through them, going through the papers, they definitely look like they're looking for what they said. Like they look like they are actually looking for the contact information, but you're starting to doubt they ever even got it. They might be putting on a show for you to look cooler than they are. Like they might have just let somebody in because they're idiots.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah,
they're dead end. Okay,
yeah,
that's what what I'm feeling.
So the vibe might be that they are unreliable narrators of this situation.
Got you. I'm just gonna kind of back out and kind of wander back to them. I'm just gonna. Well, you guys look. We'll be over there waiting for Zim here, buddy. Okay. I kind of walk over to them, and I say, "Really look, guys. Have how's it going in here?
So I do know. So here's what we know, right, guys? Here's what we know. We do know that mouse said master or whispered master, and Nara can confirm that for us as well.
Mhm.
Me and her both heard that. And we do
I
know.
remember doing that.
And we do. What we don't know is what was specifically taken from the shop, but we do know that this break-in was a quick in and out, according to what we had heard previously from the shop owners. So from that logical thinking, we can pretty much assume that there has to be a connection between these exterminators and this break-in. And I think that we should go try to track Zim down rather than wait for him to come back, because what if he doesn't come back? What if he fell right into the trap of the exterminators?
How could we help him?
I think we should try and follow, or at least try to keep
We'd
proximity.
have to try to follow his tracks somehow.
Do we hear him in the walls still, or does it sound like he's far away by now?
You didn't hear him once he scurried off. Like once they scurried up the wall, they were gone.
Yep. Okay, so
but you did hear them going up the wall.
Upstairs?
You heard them going up the wall.
So, yeah, we should maybe check and see what's going on upstairs. I don't think we're going to find the exterminators hanging about. So let's go upstairs.
We should focus on capturing that mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our best lead.
Now, you guys have not seen a set of stairs going up anywhere yet.
Fuck.
How do we get upstairs?
Hey, buddy. Do you sell ladders?
So they're in the back.
Excuse
You
us?
guys are
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
out
yeah,
front.
you guys are
talking out front in
they-
like the main area of the shop. They're in the back, pretending to ruffle through things to try and not be embarrassed.
What's his
Hey,
name?
Kramer, can you
Kramer.
come out here really quick?
Ayo,
Yeah, sir, yeah.
crane face.
I'm on my way. I'm coming.
That's what she said.
He comes out from the back.
Hey,
He
Kramer.
looks flustered. He kind of goes, I can't seem to find the papers that we definitely took down the information for. Man.
Hey, Kramer. Unrelated to the papers, do you by chance have like an attic or something in this building, or is there something above the shop ceiling?
Yeah, we keep a bit of storage up there.
Could we actually go take a look up there really quick? You're probably wondering how we know that.
Is there a reason?
The reason is we
That's where
heard
they scurried.
we heard the mice scurry up the wall, which
Yeah, they
makes
went
me
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You had
all
mad
were,
sus right now.
you were serious. You actually think that the exterminators might have been the ones who broken in, and you want to follow the mouse? Is that right?
Yes.
We
Yes.
think that mouse is gonna lead us to the. We should go upstairs to make sure there's no damage.
We're also worried about our party member.
Yeah.
who-
Sure.
Our party member.
you mean the one who
the scary
transform.
transforming one.
Yeah,
He could
we
be in
believe-
danger.
We
I
believe
mean-
that mouse is dangerous, and if you have storage up there, well, it could cause property damage. We should check.
Sure.
Make sure we help contain.
I guess.
We're
Right.
on your side.
All right. Sure.
We're here to help.
So, yeah, well, just follow me then, I guess. And he leads you towards the back. So in the same back room where you just were, Wembo, if you roll a little bit higher, you in your perception, you would have noticed that the bookshelf there's like a big bookshelf can slide apart in the middle. And as they slide it apart in the middle, it reveals a wooden stair, like a wooden ladder that goes up. Not stairwell, ladder. It goes straight up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, the stairway's in here. Right, I forgot.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wonder how you didn't notice that before.
No, I did. I just forgot on our way back. You know when you walk through doorways, it does the thing where you forget. Anyway, lead the way.
Yeah.
Kramer, right behind you.
Yep. So he climbs his way up the ladder. It creaks and cracks as he climbs his way up. And Jasper just kind of watches you guys. He's very creepy to just have watching you. I mean, he's a skeleton. And a lot of you guys are not familiar with this kind of magic before. So I would be curious to know what some of your reactions are to seeing an animated skeleton. I would imagine for most of you, this is your first time. And he's really just kind of staring at you. He kind of tilts his head curiously as you guys walk up the ladder, but he does not follow.
Police business. I kind of say to him real quick, and then I look back and I'm like, I say to Kathrak, I'm like, I think I saw him blink.
Blink. He doesn't
And I
have
feel like
eyes.
my character's just like, this is my face the whole time. Just
Just straight. Oh, just a little spooked. A little spooked.
He doesn't have eyes. He cannot blink. That's what
I want
say.
Isabel. I want Isabella to come up and be like, I think I saw him wink.
So with that being said, you guys follow Kraymore up the ladder, and we're gonna jump back to Zim in front of the mouse.
Wait, what does Squelch think of the robot or the skeleton?
Squelch did not actually really seem to be paying attention. This entire time he's been enamored by that amulet in the front room. He hasn't actually followed you guys back here either.
guys, I think he has a bone.
God.
Okay,
damn
I'll pause
it.
for a second.
Bone to
Wembo,
pick.
did you want to say something or do something?
Should we? I feel like we should. Yeah, I kind of want to look around and be like, where's Squelch? Where's Squelch? Hold on.
So as you guys are climbing the ladder, whoever's last on the ladder, which I would assume would be Isabella, you hear Pox kind of like looking around for Squelch. He doesn't. It looks like Squelch didn't follow you guys back here. It's up to you whether or not you want to try and call her for him or just leave him behind.
What? No, we're not gonna leave the tiny traumatized goblin child behind. That's fucked up.
Can we get Squelch?
So Isabella, what do? You're on the bottom of the ladder. You're about to climb up.
Shit, guys, I'm gonna go find Squelch really quick. Yo, Squelch! I can't be able to find him. He's so tiny.
I'm coming. Sorry.
You good? Do you want a guide on my back, little buddy?
He runs into the back room. He's kind of like panting. He's like, I don't want to weigh you down. I can climb a ladder.
You sure?
Yeah, I can do it.
What were you doing, man? What was happening there? Yeah, a little scamp.
There was a really pretty amulet that Kathrak said he was going to buy for me.
Kathrak?
What does that amulet?
Whoa, we gotta wait for the price, buddy.
Yeah, what does that amulet do?
You're not sure?
I think it's just shiny.
Can we ask Kramer? Kramer, what's that? Kramer, that amulet.
Yeah, we'll wait till you guys come back. We'll wait till you guys come back to the room. You guys are kind of in the middle of something right now.
I really don't like the way that this is going.
This is the longest flight of stairs I've ever.
I don't want.
So this is all happening within the, this is all happening within the span of the same, 20 seconds or so.
Yeah.
As you guys climb your way up, it is quite tall though. The building is a little bit taller than you thought it was. There is no, like second floor, third floor. It's like the main floor and then like the attic. So you find you climb your way up, and Zim, we're gonna go to you real quick, and then we'll have everyone kind of reconvene together. So Zim, during this time, you're having this conversation with this mouse. It looks backed into the corner. It looks like it's ready to attack or scurry past you. So now is your chance. You rolled your persuasion to have it like come with you downstairs. Now's your chance. I'm going to give you kind of one more opportunity to talk to it, and it'll be, intimidation, persuasion, whatever you want. Just tell me what you're doing with the mouse as it looks back into a corner, and whatever you do next is going to decide what it does.
Oh God.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to persuade it, with a caveat that if it tries to run past me, I want to basically save an action, and my goal is to whip out my canteen, dump out water, and as it's dumping out, to use shape water to make a box to capture it in.
Okay,
if it runs past
so
me.
you want to shift back into a halfling?
Not yet. I want to wait and see if it will just agree to stand down. So we're gonna do that first.
Okay.
But that's the thinking here.
Okay, so one more time, tell me exactly what you say.
Yep. So what I'm gonna say to it.
Listen, Fred, I can turn back normal. We can go down. I won't look so scary. Okay. All I need is some little bit of confirmation with some eye blinks here, because I can't understand you. So I'd be happy to change back normal. We can go down. We can have a peaceful conversation. And I think that would be good for everyone.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
God damn.
That's performance. That's performance.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Not much better, but
I mean, it's
a little bit.
That's good enough. Okay. So
blink twice if you agree.
It begins screeching this kind of like high pitch, like, and then it looks at you like directly in your eyes, and then it kind of like lowers its shoulder bones a little bit, like just lowers its back a little bit towards the ground, and lays itself onto the ground, and then blinks twice at you.
Okay. I'm going to change back. There's room in here, right? For me to like.
There is enough room for you to change back, but there's not a ton of room up here. So it's room enough for you to be able to like stand up, but for most
I'm a halfling, so
yeah,
that
for
does
most
help.
creatures, for most creatures it would be like they were hunched over up here in this area. And again, it's filled with like to the brim with like small chests and little racks that are holding jewelry, and you see a few mirrors along the wall, and you've backed this mouse kind of into a corner around a rack, like next to a dresser type thing.
Okay.
So it is pretty tight quarters up here, and it comes up at a triangle, just like a roof would.
I'm going to shape shift, back to a halfling, and I'm gonna hold up my hand and say,
hop up here, we'll go downstairs, everything will be good.
It kind of like backs itself even further into the corner and kind of shakes its head.
Okay. I just don't think most people are gonna fit up here. Small space. I mean,
You do
pretty
hear some
small.
thumping as well, some thumping coming up the ladder, and you see to your left there's a little bit of light shining up through what looks like a trap door in the attic, and you hear Cramore's voice.
Hey guys, the mouse is here. We should be all good. Just be careful coming up. Don't spook it, please.
Okay, all right, sure. So slowly the trapdoor opens as Cramore crawls his way into the attic and snaps his fingers, and a chandelier that's hanging from the peak of the attic lights up and illuminates the rest of this room. So, what you guys see before you as you all kind of crawl in here, there's enough space for everyone to get in here, but it's tightly packed. Like, some of you guys have to like scoot yourself like onto a desk, like sit up on a desk and scoot yourself backwards a little bit to get more room for other people to stand. Hithrak, you're probably the most uncomfortable here, as you've got to like, when you come through the trapdoor, you actually have to crawl out of the hole, and the trapdoor is like on the left side of the slant that goes up for the roof. So you got to like crawl out of the trapdoor and then slowly stand up until your like head touches the chandelier, and then you got to like back your way into further into a corner. So it's not very fun. But you find your way in here, and you're able to find a spot. Do you want to be in here, or do you want to go back down?
I don't think there's any reason for me to go back down,
Okay.
so I'll
just want to make sure. I don't want to force anyone to be in this room that doesn't want to be in this room. It's very cramped in here. So anyone who doesn't want to be in here, just tell me, and your character won't be there. Okay? But everyone's going to climb up there, including Nara. By the way, her cat, Solus, is outside, and it's kind of guarding watch outside the shop, just so everyone knows. It never entered, so it's outside, and that's actually probably a pretty good thing for you guys. So it's guarding the shop. Okay. That being said, you guys make your way into the attic, and here you are, all scrunched up and backed into different corners of the attic. As Cramore says, well, it's not very welcoming up here, is it? Sorry, you can just push anything out the way you want. It's all pretty durable, so it's not gonna break if you push it over. He says, and he kind of pushes a rack of what looks like fine necklaces to the side, and they kind of rattle as he pushes them off. One of them falls off onto the ground and slips between the floorboards of the attic and falls down to a lower level inside the wall somewhere. And he goes, oh shit, fuck. And he says, oh, sorry about the language. And he looks back at Squelch. Zim, who is in halfling form, kind of has his hand out, leaning down, and he's backed this mouse that you guys were talking to into a corner. You get a good view of it. It's small mouse, regular sized, like house mouse or field mouse. So it looks fat. It looks well fed, but it's albino. It's got these bright red eyes, and it's again kind of backed itself into a corner, but it looks calmer than you would expect after being chased. So it looks like Zim did a good job of calming it down somehow. You're not sure how.
I believe this is your expertise, Jerome. I can't really talk to him.
Them.
Just
As a DM, can I craft like a mini net or something?
In this amount of time, no.
Okay. Hey, little guy. We promise we won't hurt you. I'm trying to talk to this little albino mouse right now.
You might want to let him know that we know that he has a master who probably robbed this place.
We know that you have a master, and we're not going to hurt you, but we do need you to tell us some information. And it'll all be peaceful. We'll get you some cheese. We'll get you some water if you want some food and drink. But we're gonna need you to come down with us, okay, little buddy?
I want to tell you, but I can't.
Why?
It backs itself like further into the corner, and it continues to look kind of scared. Its eyes darting back and forth between all of the members of the party here, all of the humanoids in its area. It's kind of like scanning across all of them, trying to figure out what's going on. It looks very confused. It's still an animal, so you know for sure at this point that it's not like a druid or somebody that's like shapeshifted into a mouse. It's an animal, but it looks more intelligent than a regular mouse, and it seems like it's able to speak with you a little bit more intelligently than a regular mouse, but it definitely looks like it's scared of something.
We don't all have to be up here. I mean,
are you translating, Jerome?
Let's just assume I am translating.
Okay.
Commander, I'm gonna just guys, I'm gonna step down the stairs and just wait down.
Yeah, it might be a good idea for most people to maybe not be here.
Oh, I'll go down too.
You got this. You got this. Yeah.
Can I go too? I don't want to be up here.
Yeah,
hop on my shoulders. Let's go.
So who's staying up here with me?
I will.
Okay, thank you, Zim.
Isabella,
and Isabella can stay up there too if she wants, or she can go down if she wants. Nara will stay up here.
Nara
here.
can also talk. So.
Yep. So, so basically, whenever I have you roll a check here, Jerome, roll with advantage because Nara is going to be helping you, quote unquote, helping you. So you're going to roll twice, take the higher number on any checks.
So what am I rolling?
Right now, nothing. I haven't said anything yet. So with that, with more people kind of leaving, it kind of lessens itself a little bit. And now I'll let you roll a persuasion check. Okay, 19. Not bad. So as you're speaking with it, it definitely still seems a bit wary. And as it begins to tell you something, you get a new kind of hint. So it seems like it's about to say something, like it's about to tell you its master's name, and then you see its expression on its face kind of go blank, and it says in a very creepily, like monotone voice, it says,
I cannot tell you that information.
Is there any chance he could spell it out?
So can I do an Arcana check?
Go for it. Yep. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. This one not with advantage. Just regular.
Oops, I accidentally rolled twice.
You're good. You it only came through once. With a 13 Arcana, I'll tell you, it seems like it's under some sort of spell, some sort of charm.
Hey, Zim.
You're unsure what.
Sorry. Did you have something else to say?
Just
hey,
Zim, you're
Zim,
unsure what it is.
I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm pretty sure this mouse is under some type of charm. It looks like he was trying to communicate, but there's some sort of blockade that's going on. So we do know this mouse is being controlled. I do think that we have a really good opportunity to help this mouse because we have Kramer. Did Kramer stay upstairs with us?
Yep, he's up there with you.
Kramer, can you break magic spells that are on him? I can't.
Yeah.
Hey, Kramer, we believe that this mouse is underneath some sort of charm. Would you be able to try to take a look and see if you could?
Sure. Yeah, I can take a look. See, let me just go ahead and take a look here. Gonna roll.
Come on, Kramer.
He kind of cocks an eyebrow and really leans in close to the mouse. The mouse kind of backs up a little bit and starts hissing.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. He's not gonna do anything. He's just taking a look. He's just taking a look, little buddy.
Roll me a persuasion check, and if you roll high on this, so with advantage, roll twice. And then if you roll high on this, I'll give Kramer advantage. All right, with a 17, yeah, that's enough to give Kramer advantage because he rolled really badly. Okay, a little bit better. He says, "Yeah, all right, yeah, there's definitely some kind of charm on the mouse here. I'm starting to think you guys might be right. There's something strange going on, but I can definitely tell just by the dilated pupils that there's something going on with its mind. Now, dispelling a charm can be pretty dangerous." First of all, what might happen is he might lose any information that he has. If we dispel the charm, he might not be able to give us any information, but also it would free him from its grips. So it's a gamble to know if it would actually help or not. At this point, it might be more conducive to try and get information out of him without having him break his charm by himself. Seems like he's unable to give you the information you're looking for. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. We have a feeling that I think it is better than not to try to dispel the charm, but to try to talk to the mouse more and maybe find out a little more information.
There are
Can we find
loopholes
out
in
what
every
the
charm
parameters
spell.
are?
There's loopholes in every charm spell. I'd say if there's a way that you can get to convey the information without saying it aloud, you're probably going to be able to get the information out of it.
Can I, Kathrak, they've been up there a little while. Can I just yell up and be like, what's going on up there? Give me an update real quick.
Zim, you go down really quick and talk to Pox. I
You don't
got
have to
this.
go down. Can they, is it
You,
long
you go
enough that they
shout.
can
You
just
go
kind
shout
of
to
like,
Pox. Zim, can you go
guys
shout to
you
Pox?
could
really
shout
quick?
like through the
Yeah.
floorboards. It's thin
I
enough
just
here where
I
you
don't
can
want to
just shout.
I don't want to shout
Alright.
next to the mouse though, because I don't want to startle him.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't scare the mouse.
If you back up from the mouse, it wouldn't scare it to have you communicating. It knows
Alright.
that you're here, and
All right. Zim, you can go tell Pox what's going on right now. You can
Oh,
shout it.
Yeah, that's fine.
While
And then
while
they
that's
just-
I'll
happening.
update you what's happening.
No, yeah. So then they up. Okay, so maybe, and you guys don't think you should, you want to break the charm?
I mean, I have an idea with not breaking the charm, but I think Jerome's got it too.
Wait,
Fair enough. If the charm, if all else fails, though, if breaking the charm will wipe its memory, that will also stop it from returning to its master with what it saw. Maybe if there is any information, that's it.
Yeah, that's
good
what he
backup
said.
plan. Good backup plan.
Hey, do I have any type of tracking tools on me, Mr. DM?
probably not. Nothing that would be particularly useful for like,
Doesn't Nara
tracking.
have tracking tools?
She has a spell called Hunter's Mark that allows her to recall where a creature is. Let me double check the parameters of Hunter's Mark. I think it lasts for a certain amount of time, but I don't know if it has a distance. I think it's within 1 mile, but I just got to make sure. Hunter's Mark. Okay.
And then
Hunter's Mark
while you're doing that,
lasts-
I'm gonna talk to Zim. Zim, do you have any ideas right now as to what we can do?
Yeah, I got a couple things. First of all, I mean, he can't. Can he write? It's a long shot, but he
Can he
seems pretty
what?
intelligent. Can he write? Well, I mean, Mike, some sort.
Right. I can ask him if he can, but it'd be hard to give him a sort of writing tool. We'd have to get some ink, and then maybe he could write with his hands or claws. Or
Yeah, well, if he
But
can,
I
then that
don't-
makes it easier.
he is intelligent, so it is a possibility. What's your other idea?
I was gonna say first we could have him do that. Else, what we could do is we could all leave, and he could just happenstance to talk to himself, and maybe we overhear, maybe we don't. But technically, he might not be telling us anything. He'd just be talking to himself out loud.
Tape up.
I was thinking.
Tie a pen to its tail.
I was honestly thinking, Zim, why don't we just my idea is that we can maybe use Nara's hunter mark and then just track the mouse, like let him free outside and let him go back to his master without assuming that we're going to be following him. We don't tell him that we're going to follow him.
I could do
Or-
that, but it only lasts for an hour. She says.
Do you think the mouse would go back in an hour?
I mean, we could probably ask him. We can ask him questions that aren't directly probably questions that might get the same answer. So, for example, where does he spend most of the time working?
Oh, okay. I can do that right now. Hey, little buddy, what's your name, by the way? What's your name? You got a name?
I don't have a name.
All right. I'm gonna call you Stuart.
Okay.
Stuart Little?
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right. All right, little Stuart. Where do you spend most of your time when you're not here in the shop?
Little high, little low, little hey, little.
I'm sorry.
It still blows my
It was
mind that
good.
Hugh Laurie played the.
It was
father.
excellent.
Yeah. That's, by the way, that's a deep cut Stuart Little quote, by the way.
I usually need to be here.
And
I
Zim.
was gonna say, where does it go when he's not here? Like, what sort of things are around,
Yeah.
like buildings?
Where do you go when you're not here?
I cannot disclose that information.
Okay. What do you like to do when you're not here?
I like to eat garbage, and I like to look at the pretty girl mice.
Do you have
Is
a
there any
favorite?
garbage places?
My man.
Where's the best garbage?
I was
Where
going there.
is the best garbage?
Where the prettiest mice?
Where are the prettiest mice at?
Usually in the sewers.
Ooh. So do you wanna is that where the garbage is too? With the pretty mice?
Sometimes the pretty girls like to eat good garbage. High-end garbage.
Is that
High-end garbage. Sim.
Okay.
High-end.
I got it.
Um
Ask him if he can write though. That would just make it a lot
hey,
easier.
I got a question. Can you write?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Can he draw?
Can you draw pictures?
By accident.
Hey, I'm gonna do this right now. Jerome is going to pull out his map. Jerome is going to pull out his map right now, and put it on the floor. And hey, Stuart.
Yeah.
I just want you to, with this, and I'm gonna hand him some ink. Let's assume there's some ink nearby or something that he could dip his fingers in.
You'd have an inkwell.
Okay. Stuart, I want you to just dip your finger in that ink and just and point to places that you like.
I can't read maps.
That makes sense.
No way. That's pretty obvious.
Can you try drawing a little bit? Like what are your most scared symbols? Like if you had to say something, that what's the most scariest thing to you?
Yeah. We hand him a blank piece of paper. Show me what looks scary. Just go. Just draw whatever you want on the paper. Just draw whatever you want. Go
Wait.
for it.
Oh wait, no man.
It runs through some of the ink that you dumped out with its like little toes, and then runs across the paper, and yeah, that's all it does.
Okay, so there's nothing.
Okay.
It goes.
Do you like it? I tried really hard on it.
It looks good.
I love it. It's really nice.
Am I allowed to, out of context, give party members like
Yeah.
ideas?
So yeah,
Define yelling
you
up
can you can out of context, like as a player you can, but Kathrak wouldn't really know any of this information that's happening. So, but as out of context, you guys are a group together. You solve things together.
Yeah. What? This will be
'Cause
out of
don't
context.
we still have that symbol that we drew from
Oh yeah, we do.
that thing? What if we
I
showed
can-
it to him to see
I
if
can
it
show it
like
to him.
scared him or something?
All right. We'll do that right now.
We could. Is there any way we could ask him where he might have seen that before, like, or where the symbol appears the most?
You could ask him what the.
Oh, we don't even
dumpsters
know.
look like.
We don't even know what the.
It-
Okay,
it
we can
can't-
ask him
it
that.
can't-
Let's
Yeah,
show
like
it to him first.
it can't
Let's
read
gauge his
maps, but
reaction.
like
Alright.
like ask what it sees. Describe the good garbage cans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
show it the
What it-
show it the drawing
what
of what we
is-
saw.
Okay.
Ask him what the good garbage is, and then you know what I mean. If he's like, if he's like the good garbage is McDonald's and the only McDonald's in the city, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Then we'll do both. We'll do both of those right now. So then the first thing we'll do really quick is we'll pull out this symbol, the symbol that I have a drawing of, and I show it to Stuart. Hey, Stuart, have you ever seen this symbol before?
As you pull out the symbol, he is going to look at it, see if you can even see it. He looks at the symbol, and immediately his eyes get big, and he goes and starts hissing at the symbol.
Well,
Hey,
that
yo.
seems promising.
Is there? Stuart, are you okay? Is there something wrong?
I cannot disclose that information.
Ooh. Okay.
God, it's so creepy when he says that.
So weird. Okay, let's try.
Okay, wait, and then also we have to do the thing where hey, Stuart, tell me about the garbage. What does the garbage look like?
I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion check after scaring him that hard.
Shoot. Do I get advantage though?
Also,
Order of
I wanted to ask really quick:
operations.
is there anybody that can take control of animals in our party?
Peter,
Like,
untap, upkeep, draw.
Go into their.
Main.
go
Oh
into
wait,
their
hold
heads?
up. I think
Untap,
that
up,
Damage.
draw.
Oh, friends! I can cast friends.
I think
No.
friends only works on a humanoid creature, but it
Even
might.
suggestion? Enthrall? None of these?
I don't think the mouse would be able to understand you. This is Jerome speaking in beast speech to the
Okay.
creature, and with
I was just wondering because if anyone could like go in, not, I don't know, like go inside of the mouse's conscience to see.
oh yeah,
what
you
it
guys aren't
sees.
that powerful yet.
Okay, I was just curious if anyone had anything like that.
That's something that is actually it exists at higher levels, but at your guys' level, no. Craymore
Oh.
might be able to, but you'd have to ask him, and he may not. He looks like a mage of some kind, a wizard, but you're not sure of what school of magic he probably resides in. You can guess with a solid guess that it'd probably be necromancy, though.
Also, can I do animal handling instead of persuasion?
No, not in this case.
Okay.
Animal
Okay.
handling is more like controlling an animal.
Okay, I was just wondering. Okay. So what happened?
So you roll a 3. Go ahead and roll again.
Well,
You have
I
advantage.
rolled the 18 and a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So with an 18, he answers your question. You asked him where the best garbage is, like what it looks like,
Yeah.
what that area looks like.
There's a spot. Sorry. And it's where they throw out all the food. It's kind
Are
of
you-
far from here.
Are you hungry? Do you want some water and food right now?
I'm okay. I just ate
Okay. Just ate. What did you eat?
garbage.
Did you just did you just eat the garbage from the nice garbage place?
Yeah. And then I
Oh.
ran all the way over here.
That's suspicious.
That's good information.
How often would you say you eat that garbage?
Is there
Little
like
mousy boy?
Roll- so-
can I like you do like an investigation check and then maybe you can like would that help me here, Commander?
For what are you trying to find out?
What are you trying to find out? Sorry.
I just want to like find out if I can deduce any information that I'm just not thinking of as a player right now.
So I'll kind of help you out here. So
Okay.
I have slightly something that might
Yeah,
help.
go for
I
it.
have something called from my Urkin background, the secret cities. So it lets me know the secret patterns of flow of cities. You can find passages through urban sprawls that others would miss. When you're not in Kamet and your companion and you and the companion's elite can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as the speed that normally would allow. Would that help me at all in maybe figuring out where
they're talking about?
Yeah.
So
'Cause
I'll have
he
you guys.
takes
I'm just
secret
gonna have you guys
passages, too.
think of it. So look at that map that I posted of the Middle District a while back. Check out that map
Oh yeah,
that I
forgot about the map.
posted, and see if you can find a spot where they'd throw out food. Where do you think they would throw out
I wasn't
food?
looking at the map at all.
Neither
so,
was I.
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Is it pinned?
Low district magic.
Oh, is it in the
shop,
Google Drive?
high district shopping?
It's in the
No,
Discord, or it should be pinned in the Discord.
Market-
Did I pin it?
Yeah, market middle district.
I didn't pin it.
High district.
Oh, it's in the
No,
maps.
it's-
We have a
you
map
gotta- you
section.
gotta
Yeah, there
scroll
is a
up,
map section in the.
There
Here we go.
is
I'm gonna
no
pin it in the Discord. Here.
Garbage area, but I'm assuming there'd be
Well,
some
good-
garbage
good
by
garbage.
the market or by the.
Yeah.
So I just pinned
Well,
it in the
I mean,
Discord.
Thank you, thank you.
How good is it, right? Middle district good, high district good. You know what I mean? Like maybe
He said
we should-
high earlier. He let that
you get
slip.
the idea
High,
that this.
high? Okay.
Yeah,
No, we're assuming we're
he
assuming
said
it's a
high end garbage, but
Okay.
he didn't mention like what district it was, and you have a feeling that he wouldn't know what district it is. And I will just say that it's a mouse. It's not going to travel
Oh,
that
I have
far.
an idea. I have an ask him.
Okay. So
Ask
then-
him. Ask
no,
him what the people.
Market.
If the people around are wearing nice bunch of shiny things, or if they mostly sleep on the street and eat like similar food to him.
I'll ask that right now. Hey, Stuart. Are the people around you wearing big shiny things, or when you see people, are they all kind of wearing dirty clothes and sleeping on the floor?
How do they smell?
Neither.
Ask them how they smell.
How do they smell, Stuart?
Not appetizing.
But it's a rat, right? So it likes garbage.
Yeah, so clean.
Yeah.
Keep in mind what's far for a rat. Is
Remember,
not
there's
far
3
for us.
districts to the city. And
Yeah.
this
Middle district.
yeah.
That sounds like the middle district then.
Yeah, wouldn't be market. I'd say market would still be as dirty as lower district. I would go middle. Right? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, we should find where would people we should just go to a big garbage pile.
I'm telling you as the DM to look at the map that I posted, which means you're looking at the middle district map. You're looking at the middle district map. So where in the middle district would they throw out food?
Okay, market.
By the
then,
market?
Yeah,
By the market.
Yeah, market.
Yep,
yeah,
you got it.
That's what I was
Right. Okay,
And
yeah,
to
middle-
him that
okay, I
seems
see
far.
now, yeah.
To him that seems far.
Yeah.
That's a long
Oh,
run.
That's
yeah.
fair. No, that's fair. Yeah.
All right. I want Nara to put a hunter's mark on Stuart.
Okay.
Right now.
She will hunter's mark Stuart.
And then we are going to, and then while she's doing that, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Stuart, thanks again for your time. We're gonna let you go. All right.
Okay.
Feel free
you
to
should you
go
wipe its-
back. What?
Should you wipe its memory?
Why?
We can't. How are you going to
Snitching?
mop its memory?
Try and
If
its
you break
curse.
it breaks everything.
Breaks
If we
every-
break
yeah,
the
so-
charm,
Yeah.
if we break the charm, chances are it'll lose all its.
He goes to a
But there
normal
you-
mouse.
Is it still giving information? Well, I mean, I don't know.
No,
If you
no,
think if you think
no,
it's
no, wait.
irrelevant, then
So,
that's fair. If you think it's
When you
fine,
break
I just
it,
wanted to- I just wanted to bring it up.
yeah, no, because
But
that's what he
that-
said. When you
that's
break
what I
it,
mean,
it'll
though,
he might
yeah.
go back to just being a
Exactly.
regular mouse.
I also
That's
want
what-
to.
that's what
I
mean,
want to
just so
put
he doesn't
safety,
go
and
back and say-
Jerome's gonna talk to Kramer and say, Kramer, hey, I know we're putting a hunter's mark on little Stuart here, but
We're back.
would you
Right.
also be able to put a tracking spell on him as well, so we can have double insurance of following the mouse?
Like I said, I'm not really much for trekking.
You said you
Sorry.
could do it for a small amount of time.
Did I?
You'd be able to plant some sort of tracker on him that would be able to last a little bit.
I
You
don't
did say
remem-
that
I
earlier.
don't, I don't remember saying that, but
All right. I thought he did, honestly. Did anyone else remember him saying that?
I don't remember saying that as a
I don't
DM.
know.
If I did, I slipped up.
Okay, then
Because
you're
he,
good. You're
he
good.
can't. He's not a tracking wizard. He's a
All right.
raised dead wizard.
So then we're gonna have Nara do it, and then I'm gonna say, hey, Stuart, I'm gonna take you outside then, okay? Because you're not allowed to be in this shop anymore, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
All right. So I'm gonna extend my hand out and let Stuart climb on my hand.
Okay.
Does he go on?
Yep, he climbs on your hand.
All right, let's go, buddy.
Yep, he
And we
seems
start-
much more comfortable with you guys now.
So I'm kind of cradling him like a baby, and we all start going down.
Okay. So yeah, you head down the stairs. Kramer actually grabs a few pieces of jewelry from up here and heads downstairs with you guys. You just see him like gently lift a necklace off of one of the stands, and he closes a small chest of rings, and puts it in his inside of his coat and heads downstairs with you guys. And as you arrive down at the base, you have Wembo's character Pox, you have Squelch and Kathrak all waiting down there for you, along with Jasper. Just for a moment, just before we move on here, I do want to make sure that Pox, Kathrak, and Squelch, if you want him to, if there's any other things that you want to say to Jasper, if you want to interrogate Jasper, you want to talk to him, while they're upstairs, multitasking this, we can back up time a little bit and let you guys have a conversation.
No, it's commanders.
Is
right?
it me? Am I cutting?
No, you're fine, Commander.
Okay.
It's me. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. All I would kind of want to do is get Jasper to mess with Squelch a little bit, but I'm curious. I don't want Squelch to have swiped or pocketed an amulet he shouldn't have. I
It
don't
was
know, like,
behind
double check.
glass.
Okay, cool. Okay,
So
fair enough.
you have a feeling that this magic shop is pretty hard to steal items from, which is ironic because they did
We're
have some
investigating.
items
Yeah.
stolen. So you still have yet to find out what those items are, by the way. You just know that
Have
something
we-
was stolen.
Have we not? We haven't.
No, you
asked.
haven't asked.
Did we
Shit.
know where Jasper had come from before he returned from the shop?
No. Nope. You know that he was dressed up in a cloak all the way to his hands. He had gloves and boots on. There was not a single bit of his bones showing. Nobody could tell what race he was or what
I guess I'll just strike up conversation with them and say.
Well, we should ask what was stolen.
Yeah,
'Cause we don't
I'm
even-
done
we
to
don't
ask
even
that
know,
first.
right? Yeah.
Yes, hello. You're quite large, yes.
Yeah, Jasper, do you know exactly what was stolen from the shop?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's well, nothing of that great value. Mostly seemed like just some books.
Kind of books.
Yeah.
We're not sure, they were just taken from the shelf.
You don't know what kind of books were on your own shelf?
Well, look at it. He points to the bookshelf. It's got like well over 1,000 books on it. And he points to a spot that's like, there's 2 books that are like leaning a little bit more to the right than the other books. So it looks like 2 books were taken from that spot. No, we don't really keep inventory of the books that we have. We just we take things in from people's collections and almost none of them are magical. They're usually all educational.
What errand were you running before you came back when we were already here? Just out of curiosity.
Give me a second. Seeing if he trusts
It's more.
you.
It's a very more of like not me interrogating him, but more of like my guy just kind of wants to know like what do you do, like what kind of stuff do you do for your the mage?
So you recall, by the way, when he walked in, Cramore's first thing that he said was, "Did you get it?" He said, "Did you get it?" And Jasper said, "Nope, I did not get it." That was what they're like. Their first thing that they said was when Jasper walked in. So he says back to you, "I was out looking for a magic item to add to our collection."
What item?
That's none of your concern.
That's fair.
Are these books organized in any way in particular, or are they just all haphazardly tossed upon the shelf?
There are too many for just the 2 of us to organize, so we just kind of put them on the shelf.
It's a shame there's no magic item to do that for you. I've heard tales of a thing called a Dewey Decibelizer, but rumors.
I have also heard of this strange contraption.
It's machine. God, I want to know what you were out doing. Talk to me. I hate that intimidation is my highest thing. I wish it was the other thing. Could I try a persuasion check on him? Come on, tell me. What were you shopping for?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Tell me what you say though.
On, bud.
What? Come on. What were you out shopping for? You know, to go out in broad daylight after being robbed? You know, you're no fear. You're out there, you're shopping for something. I mean, come on, you got a bag of holding in there that costs, a pretty penny. What are you out shopping for? What are you risking your whole secrecy about in the middle of the day for, huh? Well, you don't go outside during the day.
It's a long persuasion.
I'm persuasive. I wear them down a little bit, get them laughing, get them smiling, overwhelm them, tell them their hair looks nice. Did you wink at me earlier?
He's a skeleton. He doesn't have hair.
I don't know. I just see it.
I, for one, would tell him anything he wanted to know.
He does not seem impressed by your display here, and he does not respond to your question, Pox. But he does say, again, it is none of your business what I was looking for, but
I have an idea.
if I find it, you'll be the first to know.
Pox, can you go smell Jasper really quick?
We're upstairs, FYI.
Oh, we're still upstairs?
Yeah, this is happening
like
while you guys are having your
I have an
conversation.
idea.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Why don't we all share one secret? Let's go in a circle, starting with you. I think we're all friends here,
Jasper seems iffy, and you're not sure if it's because he's already been duped once this week or because he's hiding something. You're unsure. And it's so impossible to tell because he has no facial expressions.
Damn it.
I'd like to kind of press a little further and maybe try to run my own persuasion check, but this is what I would want to ask him. I would say, hey, listen, like, we're just trying to help you guys figure out why you were broken into, what could have been stolen. So whatever you're going to get, that might help us figure out, what these people might be after. So that's mine.
I promise you that it has nothing to do with what we were broken in for. The item that I'm searching for is personal.
Okay. I don't think we're getting anything out of him.
The whole milk?
I don't think he's hiding it. I don't think he's hiding anything.
Well,
and if
what
he
I will
don't
allow you to
think
do is
that's-
roll me a persuasion check, Thrak.
Yeah, I feel like we don't need to know, but why not when we're down here? Try.
With an 18 persuasion, he doesn't tell you exactly what he's looking for, but he does say, I'm looking for an object that will allow me to return to my flesh form.
Ooh.
Should really work on that Dewey decibelizer.
So I'm not familiar with how necromancy works, but are you a soul stored in this bone form?
That is
Are you
correct.
dead?
I am dead, yes.
Did you die, or are you just in a state of death?
I did die, yes. I did die.
Well, one would be like you turn his body into like a skeleton, and the other would be like he died and was brought back or put into the skeleton.
I was dead for, as far as I know, a few weeks, until I was found by Sir Cremor.
What'd you die from?
Sickness.
What kind?
What type of sickness?
Yeah.
Really must I relive all
Sickness
of
of
my
lies?
most horrid memories
I'm
with
not
you?
sure. I'm not sure.
If it was dysentery or cholera, I have a right to know, Mr. Boneman.
If it was COVID, we need to make sure you've been quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah, pal. How many weeks? 1.5?
Was there even a sickness, Mr. Skeleton?
I wanna.
You can roll an
Should I
insight
call
to see if
you?
he's lying. If you want to see if he's lying, roll an insight check.
First of all, I
don't think he's
believe him.
lying. I just.
You know
I'm
what?
Just,
I just want to get
I'm
to
just
the.
ribbing him.
I would just like to get to the bare bones of the situation. That's all I'm trying to do.
Wow.
Oh.
So, with this
Nailed it.
conversation that's happening, these footsteps are coming down the ladder as the rest of your group is rejoining you. You guys, as you come downstairs, Zim, Jerome, Nara, and Isabella, as you come downstairs with Cremor and the mouse in hand, you see kind of a stare-off between Kathrak, Pox, and Jasper, and Squelch has made his way back to the main room, and you could just hear him in the other room just going, whoa. What is this? What? Jimmy, what are you doing? The fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Oops. There it goes.
What the fuck? Thank you, Jimmy here, for the $100 donation. I appreciate that. We're gonna make everybody's
Mostly for the art. Mostly for
okay.
the art.
That was for the art.
Art and the show.
Perfect.
And
Well,
everything.
I'm glad that you're enjoying, and thank you.
See you.
That art's gonna be awesome.
I'm just having fun, so I thought I'd give back.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So if you guys didn't know, I'm getting art commissioned for the show. So each character is getting their own art. Jerome actually already has his art, but I'm not going to reveal them to the public until they're all finished together. So he knows what his art looks like. He's pretty excited about it. And right now they're working on Pock's art, and they will go through and they'll work on all of them. So thank you, Jimmy, for helping me pay for that as well. And then I appreciate the entertainment money as well. I'm excited that you're having fun. I'm trying to make it fun for everybody, so I'm glad that you're having fun. Thank you so much. And as celebration, everybody's next roll is with advantage.
Yeah.
Dog.
All right.
Pay to win. Let's go.
Yeah, don't forget.
Okay.
Don't forget.
I
I'm not going to
will
remind
also-
you.
Just, I put a little Stewart in my pocket. And he's just kind of chilling.
Okay, so he's just chilling. You are downstairs now, so if you want to
Yeah.
put him somewhere or let him go or whatever, you can.
I'm just gonna say, hey, Stewart, do you mind just hanging out with me for a bit?
I'm okay with you for now,
Okay, cool.
but I have to go back soon.
Okay.
right.
Why don't we just let him go back then? We don't want to keep him up and get him in trouble or anything like that.
No, You could stay for now. It's not a big deal. It's not causing any harm.
He's his own mess.
All right. So
Can we confirm the tracking spell's active on the
yeah,
dude?
it is. Nara gives you a thumbs up. I
All right,
got it.
I think guys, we should if I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let him go. Is it okay if we let Stuart go, you guys?
I think we should eat him.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Quite literally, are you mad in the head?
All right.
Well,
Jerome
actually,
Jerome takes Stuart and he lets him outside and he lets him free.
Okay.
And while
Solus
that's
looks
happening,
at the mouse very hungrily as you let it go. And Nara says, "No, Solus, no." And he kind of heals as you let Stuart go.
He says, "Bye."
bye.
Bye, Stuart. So I go back into the shop really, really quickly and I tell them, guys, listen up. We know right now that Stuart is going, he said he needs to get back soon to where he was going, which means, and we only know that Nara's tracking spell only works for a certain limited amount of time and is only good for a 1 mile range. So
We're
I
already
think,
like walking out, following
it's
the
time.
mouse, like as he's like explaining all this. Like,
yeah.
we're already, like-
Okay, cool. So we need to just keep a good, we need to keep distance, but we have to make sure we're following this mouse now. So
As you're heading out of the shop, Kraymore and Jasper kind of follow you guys out and lead you out. They make sure that you take your items with you that you purchased. They give you your potions and all that stuff. You guys give them your money. So you each have your health potions that you paid for. I hope you marked that in your inventories.
Yep.
And
Can I sorry to interrupt. Can I ask Kramer how much the thing is that Squelch was looking
The
at?
amulet, yeah.
The
Also,
amulet.
What does it do? Ask what it does too.
Yeah. I want to inquire about that just before we head out, if that's fine. If that's not going to interrupt too much, because
So I would say in this flurry of motion as you guys are leaving and Jerome's letting the mouse go, there's not enough time to really talk about, but this is what he says. He says, I'll make sure not to sell it for you, and I'll just wait for you to come back next time and we'll talk about
I
it.
say poggers.
All right.
as we leave.
I don't know what poggers means, but poggers.
It's my own thing.
Poggers. It's actually in Kalastarian. It means go fuck yourself.
I say
No, it
coggers.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Coggers. That's what I say.
I don't think
Alright,
any
cool.
of that's true, but all right.
Cool.
So
we'll
anyway,
come back.
yeah, all right.
I
See you
let,
later.
I let little Squelch know that we'll come back for the amulet. And shit.
I'm gonna have a gift for you guys as well when you come back. So
That's ominous, but okay.
no, it's not okay. All right. Anyway,
so
bye.
I mean, I
good.
said that
I
to
like
myself.
All right.
All right. So you
most
guys
of us
follow
are
the
out
rat.
of earshot. So.
Yep.
So you guys
Cool.
follow the mouse. I'm gonna say it's a mouse because it's not really a rat. It's a mouse. As it runs towards the market area, and following it is actually pretty difficult. And you get the idea that it's also probably been told not to be followed. So I'm gonna need you guys to roll a stealth check.
Can we just, I mean, if we have a mile radius, this isn't a mile on the map, is it? We can keep out of eye shot pretty easily without
Yeah.
losing track of it.
Right?
So yes,
Or
so
could we just send
here's
Nara?
how it works. She doesn't know its exact location at all times. What she knows, what she has is advantage on trying to find it. So she
Okay.
has advantage
Okay.
on survival and investigation checks to find the creature. So the further you are away from it,
The
the
harder.
harder that number is going to be, even though she has advantage.
Okay.
Yo, fun fact, by the way, Jerome is in the lead of this group because I was the one that let him out. So I was like the first one.
Can
So
we just
you
send the
know.
stealthy people in to be safe?
I mean, that would probably be smart.
Yeah, just send Nara in.
I mean, we can send. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with
yeah,
her.
Jerome too. Yeah, if whoever has stealth, I just only have +1 to stealth, and I don't.
Bunny,
wanna
don't you
mess
have
it
good
up.
stealth or no? What's your stealth?
I think I have like medium.
What's your plus in stealth?
That's a good question. Let me double check.
Should be on
that.
your D&D Beyond sheet.
It's
I've got a +2.
Okay, so it's +2, which
Okay.
is
think
it's
we're all
okay,
fairly
but it's
quiet.
not like great.
Yeah.
You know.
I'd say, I mean, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. Do you want...
We already
I
have
think
3
we can
people.
all
We
come.
already
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
we can
roll
just
for
have
Nara.
Is there
Nara's
any
in
advantage
first.
to
She's the
not
best
having
one.
all of us go though?
If you're bad at stealthing, then there's a chance that he will see us, and it won't work.
I'm a little worse on stealthing, but I am able to talk to him, and he does a little kind of he's
I guess
kind
in
of friendly
terms of
with
rolling,
me.
we should probably just send less people because that's.
Do you think
less-
we're
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna be talking to
In
him too much
terms
though?
in
now?
terms
We're
of
just gonna-
scouting,
feel like-
when you're trying to scout, it's better not to send as many people because when
Yeah.
you're
I'll
scouting,
just-
you're trying to.
So
If we are
how much
splitting
more
up, I will
information
stay
can we get
behind.
from him though? Like how much more information can we get like talking wise?
We can't
maybe-
anymore. We're just following him now. That's all we're doing.
So that's what I
Yeah, we're
mean.
done
Maybe
following.
maybe if your
already-
stealth
yeah.
isn't.
I mean, he already said he was going, so and he rolled. So
Oh, yeah.
So it's
fair
just
enough.
the
True.
people that are gonna be tracking him now that we
Yeah.
want to go, not talking.
So Nara rolled a 24 on her stealth, so she's going pretty good. We got a natural 20 from Jerome and a 15 from Zim, so that's plenty good for people to make it without the mouse seeing you. Thank you for the subscription, Ginger Beard Man. Appreciate that. So, with that being said, you guys make your way to the market following behind the mouse closely. It scurries between trash can to trash can, bench to bench, as it scurries across the middle district under people's feet. You people kind of screech and stomp at it as it runs by, but it looks like it's in a hurry and it's very nimble and dexterous as it moves its way through. And you find it scurry its way around a tent in the market. And Nara seems like she has a pretty good track on it, but she like has you guys hold back for a second. She kind of puts her arm out to stop for a moment, and you guys either stop or don't. It's up to you guys.
I will listen to her.
Okay. Yeah, so
hey Nara, what's
she puts her
wrong?
hand up. She says, I think it just went down into a drain.
You're doing an accent. That's amazing. Okay, sorry. Do you think we can track it down the drain?
I probably can. But
Nara, would you be able to go on your own then and keep tracking it for us? We'll stay.
You
We'll try
guys,
to.
you guys can come. It's just that
We'll stay behind you. We'll stay well behind you.
Well, it's just that I won't know exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be able to know ish where it's at, but I won't be able to see it or know if there's anything else down there.
I think it's important that we just keep following it. We can't let
look
we
around.
can't lose its tracks.
Look around. And she points towards a bunch of mouse traps that are between the tents and like underneath some tarps and things, and they've got little snacks and things on them. It looks like this area is primed for like catching mice and snapping their necks because there's a lot of food in this area. But again, you've got a very intelligent mouse here that is avoiding that. And you get the idea that he probably dipped down in the sewer to avoid any chance of getting caught in a trap or tempted by the food that's on it, because usually it's pretty tasty looking food. So there's two options. Either it went down there because that's where its master is, or it went down there just to avoid the market, and it might pop up in another area for you to keep tracking it. So Nara is unsure of which, and she's kind of gauging what you guys want to do.
Since you can just track the general area of this mouse, I think it's better that you stay up above, and maybe me and Zim can go explore the drain together. What do you think, Zim?
I was thinking that maybe she go by herself, considering she's better than both of us, and track down there.
Yeah, that would make sense. But okay, so then would we just stay up here and keep an eye out?
Just stay up here.
All right, that works then.
I'll go down there a little bit, but I'm not gonna go too far without y'all.
That's fair.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's do that then.
No, you searched the whole sewer.
So
Fuck you!
She the
entire
market is
sewer.
almost empty as it's kind of nighttime now. The sun is setting, the day is coming to a close. The people are wrapping up their shops and closing up their tents, and most of the market is clear. And she kind of looks around. She's gonna roll a stealth check to make sure no guards or anything see her as she slowly lifts up a metal manhole cover and slips down into it.
One-handed.
She gone, dude. So Zim, how's the weather?
I mean, I don't know if you can say it looks pretty clear.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna roll a investigation check on the tent with the mouse traps while Nara's down there.
They've all got mouse traps.
I'm gonna roll an investigation check around the drain.
Okay.
We
go
should
ahead,
wait
roll
at other
investigation.
drain pipes.
So Pox, Isabella, Kathrak, what do you guys want to do during this time? You guys are a little bit further back, so you're kind of watching them from maybe like a block away.
Okay, guys, what's the plan? What do you want to do?
Well, if the sun's going down, I mean, I'm thinking maybe we should find a place for the party to crash, because my assumption is that we're probably not gonna want to go sewer diving late into the evening. We need
Mostly
a
because
bit of
all of
rest
all of our
point.
spells are
Is
like
that
completely
something I should
fucked.
try to do? This is out of context. Is try to at least figure out where the party is going to convene for the evening.
Yeah, if you want to look around for a place to stay, go ahead and roll me a perception check, Kathrak.
I will
and
do
Pox, you can
just
too. Isabella, you
that.
can too if you want.
Is that perception?
Yep, perception. I'll have Squelch roll one too.
Wowza. That is not so pog.
Oh no. Okay, it's okay. I got you. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm like I found some benches. I'm just
She
like,
knows what's good.
Ooh.
We're just like, oh yeah, that's
Actually, Bunny kind of has advantage on this. She doesn't need it.
Yeah, I
but,
get +2. Wait, should I do it again? I can do
well,
it again.
you have advantage on it because you can
Ayo,
roll again if
Pog.
you want. So you have advantage on it because you actually had that map, and the Minotaur in the first session circled a spot for you to go.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Ooh. Hey
So-
chat, if you feel good about how we circled that around, full circle moment, you should gift a couple subbies to the Daddy Commander man. Whoa.
Ridiculous.
Look at this-
me
look
and
at this
Wembo
man.
are like, oh, look at that big thing of hay on the ground. That looks
I'm like
awesome.
these benches.
And then Bunny's like, guys, I know
Whoa.
a spot. I know.
I'm
a
like
spot."
5-heading right now.
We're
Okay.
like, yeah, we could, this is like.
And in the spirit of
'Cause I'm a cat.
5-heading,
I could sleep anywhere, dude.
hey, if you were to try to suck Kramer's dick, call that shit bone appetit.
You mean
Well, that's
Jasper?
Jasper, but nice try.
God damn
nice
it!
try.
And we're back to 2-heading. Ah, god damn it.
So with
Son
that,
of a bitch.
Keck W.
Fuck off.
Okay, with that, so you, Isabella, you actually, as Kathrak and Pox are pointing towards a hay barrel, and they say that looks like a nice spot to sleep. You go, and you look at your map. You see the Leaky Drink. The Leaky Drink is the tavern that was circled. And he said that you would go up into the middle district of the city and then take a right, and it would be near the market. And guess where you are? You're near the market. It's over kind of right to the right of the market. And it's a nice looking tavern. The lights are on. The symbol of the tavern is like a keg that's tipped, and it's got a hole in the bottom that's kind of leaking out, and it's a sign that's kind of above it, and it says the Leaky Drink. And you see some people going in and out of it. A drunken guy kind of stumbles out and drops his drink on the ground, and then pukes next to the door, and then gets his butt pushed a little bit further out the door by it looks like a bouncer from the inside, as the bouncer says, "And don't come back." Kind of pushes his butt out the door. This drunken human kind of slides himself through his own vomit, and then gets up and starts walking towards the lower district. So
this is the
That
place.
was a journey from beginning to end.
I think this looks like a good spot for our party to. Sorry if you can hear any of that.
We're home.
God damn it. Not you. Mash Stars. Thank you. Thank you for the $100 donation.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
Thank you, Mash Stars. I'm not gonna cry. I appreciate you. Thank you so
What the
much. I'm glad that you're enjoying
This
the show.
is the second time this. Okay,
Thank you
Commander.
very much.
Commander, you definitely have to have like some sort of reward for $100 donos, man. You've gotten like 2. I can
That's
only assume
true.
you're gonna get more. Like something should happen.
Okay, I
Boss
should
fight?
have a $100 donation incentive. My $100
You should
donation.
let them make an NPC. That'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
an
good idea.
NPC. Okay.
That's a good idea.
NPC.
Mash and Jimmy, you guys can make a character, put them in the chat, type out what they're like, and I'll include them in the session somehow.
how do we communicate with the other party members that we found the place for the night? Do we just go back to meet up with them, or what?
Up, up to you guys. You can wait for
Are
them
we
to be
still within
finished.
vision of them, or
Yeah, you just watched Nara go down into one of the sewer grates.
I mean, is the leaky drink in vision?
You guys who are waiting back are on one side of the market. The group who went forward are in the middle of the market, and then the leaky drink is on the other side of the market. So you guys are sandwiched. You're the two breads and the meat of the sandwich. You're like that. So, you guys that spotted the leaky drink are on the opposite side of the market from the leaky drink. So the market separates you guys and the tavern that you were going to go to. Cool. And between you guys and the tavern is the party who went forward and was scouting the mouse. They're like smack in the middle between you and the tavern. So it's not hard for you to point it out to them and talk with them and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, they're kind of in the middle of something. So Jerome, Zim, and Nara are tracking the mouse. Nara is going to roll with advantage while she's down in the sewer.
Come on, Nara.
That was good. She continues following. I'm not going to tell you what she sees quite yet. She comes back maybe 5 minutes later. 5 minutes pass by. She climbs her way out of the sewer grate. She peeks it open. You guys see the sewer grate open, like the sewer, what's it called? The
manhole.
Manhole. Lift up just a little bit so that you can see her eyes. She looks around. You guys give her the all clear and she comes out. She closes the manhole lid slowly, softly. And she says, well, I think that the mouse, what was his name? Stuart?
Yeah.
It looked like he climbed up into one of the taverns over on the other side of the market.
Oh.
I could hear people talking and singing and whispering.
Oh. Interesting. So there's a sketchy tavern.
And yeah, as you're looking over where the leaky drink is, she points over in that direction. You see the leaky drink with the drunk guy stumbling out and puking all over himself. You see another tavern next to it and another tavern to its left. So there are three taverns. There's the leaky drink, which looks like the one that the Minotaur pointed out for Isabella. Said it was one of the better ones. Next to it is another tavern with no name. It doesn't have any markings on the outside of it, but you see shadows of people inside, like a flickering light inside. And then you could tell that it's a tavern because it's got a menu posted in the window. So it looks like maybe a speakeasy type tavern.
Okay.
So it's got a menu kind of in the window that you can see for food. And then on the left side of the leaky drink is a tavern called Raven's Nest.
Any chance you know which one it is there, Nara, out of the three?
She says, I didn't really quite catch. The drain went up towards all three of them. It looked like it separates into three different drains.
Can you use your hunter's mark if we get closer to kind of figure out which one he might be at?
I can try. Yeah, I can try.
All right, let's do that then. Let's all start heading over.
So she heads with you guys. You guys reconvene as a group. So you guys are all together again. And you're walking towards the three taverns. You guys head over there, and Nara, you can see her like elf ears almost like twitch kind of up and down as she's listening. She closes her eyes. She really, really tries to pay attention to where her hunter's mark is. And it looks like she seems to gravitate towards the tavern with no name.
That's where I was going to go anyways.
With no sign or anything. And she says, I think it's in here somewhere.
All right, boys, let's go take a look.
Well, we should rest first. Now we know where it
I
is.
agree
It's
with
not
you.
going anywhere.
Well, I just want to go inside, grab some food.
Is there a way to tell if it's a night-only tavern? No way of knowing, based on just looking at it. It doesn't say. Looking at the menu in the window, it doesn't mention any times in which the tavern is open. It doesn't like say, only open from this time to this time or anything. It looks like mostly a dinner menu, though. That being said, Isabella, question.
I would just like to state that almost all of my spells are gone, man.
Yep.
So it's not a good idea for us to do anything but eat and sleep.
Yo, I don't
Well,
think
it's
we
a
want to run
tavern
into
anyways.
unsavory characters in there.
Yeah, but okay.
We're
So this is what
skeptical of this place.
This is what I was saying about order of operations, like untap, upkeep, draw. It's just a reference to magic. It's literally just like okay, so if you've got the rune symbol that might scare it, you know it's a symbol of evil, and you have a question, and this thing is already hesitant, ask the simple question first, then, do you know what I mean? Like good news, then bad news, kind of. So if we go into that tavern, yes, we could get food and rest, and then be like, all right, we come downstairs and we're like, cult guys, let's fight. But also we could just walk in there, and as soon as we get in, like there's swords at our throats, right? Like it's like the thing is like we're right next to it. There is literally no harm in resting, getting our spells, and then just ignoring. You can ignore some barmaid NPC dialogue if you want. We can just, hold whatever, skip through the dialogue, go to bed, wake up, open the door.
I think they're staying there, like
in the leak. But I thought there was multiple taverns though.
No, I know, but if
you think
they're staying in one of these three taverns.
Yeah, but what are the chances? What are the chances they're not there tomorrow? I think we should still go just to take a look, just to get some food. We could just only get food there. Only
could you make something? Could you make something while we eat?
Or I'll tell you what. Me and Nara will go in as a couple, just the two of us. Kind of look like we don't like the more lively taverns. We're kind of more just like low key tavern food people.
Can you use
we'll mind
your
our own
artificer
business
stuff to make something that like just checks windows? Can you make a drone type thing or anything like that?
Well, all I can
nothing
do
that
with
like
my
comes back.
all I
and
can
is,
really
like,
do with my tinkering is I can create light, 6-second messages. I can create odors and sound, visual effects, and I can make 25 words of text. That's as much as I could do with my non-magical objects. That's all my tinkering.
All we really need is a short rest. We only need 1 hour for warlocks to get their spells back, and for me to get my shapeshift forms back. Kathrak will still be down to rage, but he has 1 left.
Yeah.
So at the very least, we should take a short rest.
I think that might be the best compromise.
Fair enough.
Okay. Jerome and Nara are still going to be down spells, any spells that they cast. And Kathrak's going to be down his rage, but your warlocks are going to get their spells back, and Zim is going to get his beast shapes back. So that's, you're down 1 quarter,
resources,
but you're up 2 quarters. So
are we healed up our health?
You can heal during You can heal during a short rest,
pods.
and the way you heal is by using the hit dice that you have. So on your character sheet, under your health, you have, I think, 3 hit dice because you're level 3. You can roll those to regain health. So on your character sheet, under your health, there is a spot that says, let's see here, where is it? Where's your hit dice on here? If you click on your...
When you go to take a short rest, it lets you pick your hit dice. How many you want to use.
Okay, up here at the top of your character sheet.
I see it at the top.
Yep, at the very top of your character sheet says short rest. Click on short rest up at the very, very top above your walking speed.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
So when you take that, you can roll the hit dice. It should say your hit dice, and you just click it however many hit dice you want to use.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can roll that in. See, when you click roll hit die, it should roll it here in roll 20.
Yep.
I don't want to do it yet though, because we haven't decided. I don't think. I think in context of the story, I want to talk to Jerome and say that your concerns about, us missing our opportunity are valid, but the mouse said that he went back there over and over. So I think it's like a consistent hub of activity, if anything.
Okay, well then all I want to do is while we're eating food, I'd like for Nara to keep her track, like Hunter's Mark, active, just to ensure that mouse doesn't go anywhere else and that it's only.
It's not like a homing beacon, you know that, right?
And I know, but like I mean, like if she notices that like her tingle kind of goes away,
it's gonna fall off though before we're done, because a short rest takes 1 hour and the spell's only an hour, so it's gonna fall off anyways.
Okay, whatever. All right, whatever you guys say. I'm tired anyways. I'm gonna get some food.
I think the 1 hour is perfect.
You guys open the door to the leaky drink. It's a squeaky door. It kind of gives you one of those as you open it up, and everyone in the tavern quickly looks over in your direction and looks back. They don't seem to pay you much mind. You seem like the regular crowd of people that are showing up to a place like this. What you see when you come in, 10 large round tables scatter themselves across the floor of this tavern. At each table, patrons of all different shapes and sizes are sitting, enjoying drinks, chinking glasses together, singing songs, playing instruments, and generally enjoying each other's company. The smell of fresh cooked meats hits your nose, and the sound of people clashing swords together in the corner of the room as they are having a friendly duel. And most people seem unbothered by you, by your presence as you walk in. It doesn't seem like anyone pays you much mind, and it looks like they're having a good time in here. As you come in, a barkeep from behind the bar looks like a young-ish man, probably in his mid-20s, big long beard, says, "Hey, ho there, welcome. This is the Leaky Drink. Go ahead and find yourself a spot, and I'll come and I'll bring you some drinks."
As I close the door behind us and it squeaks, I kind of go like, should call it the squeaky drink.
Isabella laughs.
Nice.
One particular thing you notice, just very peculiar. In the corner of the room, there is a man who's got a crowd around him, and he is putting on some kind of show. You can't tell what kind of show he's putting on, but it looks like people are tossing money at him and enjoying his whatever he's doing. And you hear a funny voice coming from that area, from that direction, just like a like that. As
Strippers?
people seem to be enjoying it and tossing coins at him. You can't tell, though, because they're all standing in front of him while he's seated, so you can't tell what's going on. But they're gathered in the corner of the bar, like the back corner of the bar, near where the window is.
I'm going to check that out. Somebody else should see about lodging. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it. Nose goes.
I'll get it. I'll just do it. It's fine.
All right, you guys do that. Yo, Kithrak, are we hitting up the prostitutes?
No.
What just
I'm
happened?
tired.
here?
Just
I'm hungry and not
Trust me.
hungry
All
for that.
right. Jerome goes off to go find himself some ladies.
All right. We're going to start with whoever's asking for lodging. We're going to start with you.
Excuse me.
Are you talking to the main barkeep up at the bar who said he'd be right with you?
Yeah.
Okay, do you just kind of walk up to him?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks down over the bar at you, and he's got like a fistful of drinks that he's holding on his chest, and he goes, I'll be right with you.
I'm just curious how much lodging normally is.
Yeah, just one second. And he walks over to a table full of lizard folk that look like they've downed some pints, and they are like pounding on their table. More. And he brings them over, and they toss him some coins, and he puts them in his coin pouch. And then he comes over to you guys with a little notepad and a quill, and he says, "All right, what can I get for you then?"
Any specials on the menu?
It's your classic bar food, so you're gonna get ham and mashed potatoes and the classic goods.
I'll have some of that and a drink. How much is lodging normally here?
How many nights you want to stay? I can give you a package deal.
Let's say, let's just do single night for right now.
All right, single night for how many
what's
people?
What's the smallest package? What's the smallest? If it's like a 2-day, maybe.
Yeah.
Like a 2-day,
It's
3-day.
yours.
2-day. Yeah, 2-day.
Yours is the smallest package.
Oh, well, I guess your character said you were going to go check out the other thing, so you're probably not there.
Yeah, fair
For that
enough.
conversation.
Yeah, you're not here.
I'd say probably Jerome.
That's what I should have said. Apologies.
Jerome's checking out ladies, so he's not there.
I think I'm just kind of overseeing what Zim is doing. Just kind of walked over with him, not really doing negotiations myself, but
Okay.
kind of shadowing him so that it's known that I'm there, and maybe I'm just a little extra oomph to his negotiations.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, as you tell him one night, he says, "Yeah, all right. That would just be about 5 silver pieces for a night for each of you. So call it 3
high,
gold if
isn't
there's
it?
6 of you." I mean, it's the same price I give everyone, so take it or leave it, I guess.
Does it include food and drink?
No, it does not. Yeah, we've got lodging for you, but we don't have lodging for cheapskates. So
Oh, I guess that's fair enough. We do have 6 people.
all right. Well, if there's 6 of you, then I'd say 3 gold pieces should do it.
That sounds good.
All right, and then if you're wanting to get food tonight, I'll say food. A meal is on me for each of you. Just 1 meal for you for buying lodging in a package deal. How's that?
Sounds good, thank you. We appreciate it much.
Sure, yeah. So I'll bring you out some ham and some mashed potatoes. Get you anything there, big man. And he points over to Kathrak.
I'm good for now. Thank you.
All right, sure. Let me know if you change your mind. I got your face. And he walks to the back and hollers back, "We need another ham and mashed potatoes." And then you hear from the kitchen, "All right." Jerome and Isabella. Jerome, as you come to the bar, there are some nice ladies here, but they all seem like they're sitting at tables with guys at them. So you might have some competition.
Oh, man. All right, I'm gonna go. Well, can you tell me some of the ladies that are there?
So the first 2 that you see are completely bald, but very, very beautiful. They have really, really beautiful faces. They're human-sized, but they don't look human with their skin tone. Their skin is like this kind of amberish yellow, and their nose is like more flat against their face and kind of more like slits like Voldemort. If you know what I'm saying. But they actually have a very beautiful, like, symmetrical look to them. They are wearing these beautiful, nice, embroidered dresses, and they seem like they're enjoying themselves, having a good time. You recognize these as Githyanki. Gith are, like, intelligent, and they stay away from most people. They tend towards being, like, an evil type group. But for the most part, they are, you would know them to be powerful women, like strong, independent kind of women, because their race used to be enslaved by these creatures called Illithid, which are like these squid-faced creatures that mind-controlled people, and they have broken out of that curse and made their way to civilized life.
All right. And are there any females that are around my height that are not?
Some shorter females, yeah. There are some gnomes that are in a smaller huddled corner in the back, and they're playing a dice game.
Ooh.
There are 2 male gnomes and 2 female gnomes. They are sitting at a smaller table in the back, and they are playing some kind of dice game where they roll dice in a bowl and then pass the bowl to their left.
All right, I'm going to those people. I want to go play.
Okay, I'll tell you the last woman that might interest you is a goblin woman, but she looks like she is a barmaid. So she looks like she is not like here as a patron. She's here working.
Oh, I'm totally gonna hit on the barmaid. All right, let's go.
Okay, so
right, I walk up to the barmaid and I go, "Hey, cutie, how much for you for the night?"
she's carrying a plate of ham and mashed potatoes, and she kind of cocks an eyebrow at you. She has lime green colored skin, so bright lime green colored skin with short pointy ears that stick out, and they are covered in earrings from bottom to top. So like literally from the top all the way down the bottom, they've got earrings that kind of hang down. She's got a little bit of an underbite, small fangs that come up from her bottom jaw that kind of come up above her top lip, and it's kind of it's cute. It's got a cute look to it. And in fact, one of her bottom tusks is what I would call them. Like one of her bottom fang teeth actually has a hole in it that's drilled in, and there's a piece of jewelry hanging from it. So she's got like a tooth piercing, which is kind of cool. You bet that was pretty painful. And as you say that to her, she says, "Who do you think you're talking to?" And she takes the plate of ham and potatoes and just throws it on you, just right under your shirt. And she says, she turns around immediately, as she doesn't even wait for your reaction. She says, "I need another ham and potatoes." And she runs, she walks to the back, and everyone in the bar goes, "Ooh." So you get the idea that approaching and saying, like, how much to buy your body for the night is probably not the best way to approach women.
Yeah, for sure. Isabella walks up to Jerome and she just takes a single piece of ham off his shirt and eats it, making direct eye contact the whole time. Just like,
Hey, Isabella, what does a guy like me gotta do here to get some cooch?
Not be a guy like you.
Oh, great, thanks. So basically, I'm screwed.
Damn.
As this is happening, Isabella just takes out a spoon and starts eating mashed potatoes like straight from his shirt.
You just grab a spoon off of one of the tables.
At least we're not letting the food go to waste.
The barkeep hollers over to Zim and he says, "Sorry about that. That was your food. We're bringing you a fresh one."
I think it was quite used well, so I don't blame you at all.
Good man, he says.
Jerome's gonna go to the room and just shower and change before he goes to eat.
Okay.
Because he's full of food on his clothes.
Okay, so yeah, Zim has the keys to the room. So
hey, Zim,
you've gotten 3 keys.
Really, can I grab one of the keys really quick so I can just go change up? I gotta.
You gotta help pay for the room first. It was 3 gold.
Oh yeah, here, just take one. I'll just throw 1 gold at him. I'll cover someone else's. I just want to go to my room.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah, you take one of the keys and you head upstairs, Jerome. The key looks like it's got a number on it, like on the hilt of the key.
Yeah. Wait, I have to write -1 gold, right, on my card.
Yep.
All right,
make sure you subtract 1 gold, and Blake, make sure you subtract your 2.
Yeah.
So as you head upstairs, there is a stairwell behind the bar. You head up there, and there are some people coming down as you're coming up, and they are a couple of tiefling, look like a couple. They're holding hands, and they kind of brush by you, and one of them kind of looks you up and down. He is carrying like a lute on his back. He looks like a musician of some kind, and he kind of gives like a smug like as he walks by you, as you jingle jangle up the steps. And he seemed like an asshole anyway. So
yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him.
Yep. So you walk up the steps and you find the room that's marked 6 on your key. You find that room, you unlock it. There are 2 beds in this room, one on either side of the room. There's a window at the far back, right in the smack in the middle between the 2 beds. Immediately to your right, there is a dresser where you can put clothes and items and things like that. And then on top of it is a lamp.
Wait, was it just me
lantern on it?
It's just me that went up by myself.
Yep,
right?
you're
So
the first
I'm
one
the
up
only
here.
there.
But somebody else will be joining you. It's a 2-person room.
Okay.
Unless they're not sleeping in a room, unless they're sleeping.
Well,
somewhere else.
I'm going back down. I'm just trying to change my clothes really quick, and then I'm gonna go right back down to eat because I haven't ate yet.
Yeah. So you change your clothes, you put the clothes that you're not wearing in the dresser or on the side of the dresser or whatever, hang them up, whatever you do, and you head back downstairs. The inn itself seems fairly large. It's probably the largest of the 3 that you were looking at, and it seems fairly comfy. The beds look nice, look like it was worth the money. So good recommendation by the Minotaur. As you head back downstairs, you got your new clothes on. You go ahead and go to the table where Zim's sitting at. The barmaids are walking around taking people's orders, so you wait for one of them to stop by. You know which one's stopping by. She stops by and she says, "So, can I get you some food then?"
We've already got food coming. It's on the lounge tonight, or on the bar or whatever. On the
Can
tavern.
you please get us some food? He isn't very good talking with people. I agree. I'm sorry about
Sorry,
everything.
I'm just not a great talker
Just
with
stop
beautiful
talking,
women
Jerome.
like you.
Just stop.
Okay.
If you stop now, you'll be good. Just stop.
Roll me a charisma check, Jerome. Just a charisma check. So click on your charisma up in the top right of your character sheet. The little number under charisma. Click that. Okay, 13. Okay. She doesn't seem impressed. She says, "Yeah, all right. I'll bring you some food then."
Okay. I walk up to the nearest barmaid and I.
Same one.
Same one. Hey, wanna fuck? Charisma check, baby.
You guys need to turn off the horny.
I'll tell you when
There's
to roll
no
a check.
horny
I'll tell you when to
check.
roll a check.
Okay, so
with that, she says,
God damn it.
she
Persuasion.
kind of looks you up and down,
Damn it.
and she, you know, she's a lot shorter than you. She's like 2.5 feet tall, so she like looks up at you
Good
and
show.
looks you up and down. She says, "I've never seen anyone like you before, but that was bold," and she walks away.
Bold and effective.
She looks back, and with that, I'll let you roll a charisma check. With that, I'll let you roll a charisma check.
Okay, could I do persuasion?
Nope, just charisma, straight up charisma.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
So the little number under, yep, you got it.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
19, yeah, not bad. She says,
yo.
She says-
yo.
I don't know if it was effective, but, you need some food?
You give me that with a 19, Commander. That's fucking bullshit.
Just because
Nah,
you
you're
roll
in.
something doesn't
God
mean it
damn it.
happens.
You're
You
in.
guys know
Fuck
that, right? Like, it's not
you.
like,
Literally
oh, I get
trying-
to roll
you're
it.
literally
It's
trying to
guaranteed.
fuck a
More than you
barmaid.
think. That means so much
Durgum.
more than you think. That character's demeanor overall, and then that's the reaction you get. That 19, mwah, that's clear. That's what I,
I
like
was
to see.
fully expecting to
Subtle.
finger blaster under the nearest table. I am disappointed.
Subtlety.
I don't know. I feel like I role played the shit out of that really well. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
you
say,
did fine.
I think that
Fucking
character's
bullshit.
personality,
Yes,
that
no.
character's personality,
Oh,
that's them
Just
hitting on you
because
back.
That
It's
was
not like you have
good.
mind control ability. I mean, you literally do, but those are spells, okay? But like generally, charisma is just like anyone talking to anyone. Just because you talk to someone doesn't mean it's gonna work. Doesn't matter how suave you are.
Okay, so like, what would a perfect 20 have been? Okay, so let's break this down.
Yeah.
So a 10
So yeah,
to a 20. What would the
a 10 would have been like she looked at you and then looked away. A 19 like you got is like between a 15 and a 20 would have been like what you got, and then a natural 20 I would have given you like you know, I'm gonna get you a drink on the house. That made me laugh. That would have been like that would have been what you
damn
got.
it.
So it doesn't mean that you're gonna like fuck right there in the middle of the room, but you get an idea that you
would've been
made an
nice.
impression. You made an impression on her with a 19. You seem to have softened her up a little bit. The fact that she's not totally turned off by you, with the first thing that came out of your mouth was, "Do you want to fuck?" That's pretty impressive. So, yeah.
Love it.
All right. So with that,
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed.
Dude, I was
Buddy,
so
in my experience, you're in.
suck my fat cock, Jerome. And
Damn.
I will have food.
okay. So she brings you out some food. She brings Jerome out a plate of food as well. It's nice, like really good honey ham with mashed potatoes. It tastes great. It's a really, really good meal. It's very filling. It's perfect. And it's exactly the bar food that you wanted. If you guys order drinks, those cost a silver piece a pop. So, depending on what you want. So I guess if you want like a high-end drink, it's going to cost more. If you want like unlimited refills on beer, it's a silver piece.
Jerome's gonna do unlimited beer for 1 silver.
Okay.
I thought we were only staying here an hour,
Yeah,
Jerome.
like yeah.
I thought we were staying the entire
You
time.
were
I'm
just
trying to
saying-
understand everything.
drink to
You
drown my
complain
sorrows.
the entire
You were just
time.
saying like, what
I
if they
come-
get away?
I come
We
to
should
this
investigate
golden
now.
city of
What if
elves.
they get
I come to
away?
this golden city of elves full of beautiful women, and it turns out that every single woman is repulsed by me. So give me a little bit of alcohol.
As you say that,
Drink.
Jerome, as you say that, Jerome, this is what you hear. Everybody in the bar just stops and they all look at you.
Stop.
What are you all looking at?
Complete
Just
silence.
because I can't get my cock sucked means you all have to be fucking quiet right now. Go keep playing your games. If anyone wants to have sex with me, I will give you 2 gold pieces right now to go into my room.
Not
Any
even a-
I will be there. Room 6. Come find me at night.
As you will.
Not even a platinum piece. this
I'm not staying with him tonight. Kathrak, you're probably best because he's getting robbed tonight.
he's getting robbed. Isabella stealthily reaches into his wallet, takes out 2 gold pieces.
Not
and gives
doing
them-
this. Not doing this.
Okay,
No.
okay.
No.
can
Not entertaining this because we want to move on. We want to
one
keep
more
going
thing.
with the story.
One-
Other people
Hold
haven't
on,
played in a
God damn
while.
it.
Other people haven't
Please.
played in a while. Okay, so
Can I please just? All I want to do is give him 2 gold pieces and tell him to go fuck himself. That's all I want. That's all I want.
feel free to mark 2 gold
This
pieces
world.
off your sheet, and Jerome, you can add 2 gold pieces to your sheet. You're too distracted to notice that she just gave you 2 gold pieces.
Wait, why did she give me 2 gold?
I don't know.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I get it. All right, Wembo.
What's the commotion? What's all this guffawing?
Yeah. Yeah,
Tell me
you
about all these
walk over to the
yuck
crowd
yucks.
of people, and you're kind of like trying to see past them. Do you just push past them, or do you just want to try and look past them?
I'm kind of like I'm gently kind of, you know what I mean? I want to get as close as I can until I can see what I'm seeing, you know what I mean? I don't want to go right to the front,
Okay.
eyes at the floor.
All right.
You
Yeah,
know,
you gently
kinda
push your
slow-
way into the
gently
middle
make
of the crowd, and you can see past. What you see is a Triton man. So a Triton man's like a fish person. He looks about the same age as you, and he is sitting with it looks like a puppet on his lap, and he's doing a ventriloquist act. And the puppet is a skeleton with a twirly brown mustache and a cybertronic eye. And he says, how about those Wednesdays, am I right? For anyone that doesn't know, that was the NPC that Mash Stars paid for.
Oh God.
The
You
hairs
too.
on Cathrax's back bristle as he senses something is wrong.
I kind of nudge the nearest person lightly, and I'm like, talk about a fish out of water.
Wow.
The person you nudge is like a medium-sized dragonborn, green skin. He kind of looks over at you, and he raises his scaly eyebrow and blows some smoke out of his nose, and he says, "Good one." You see this guy doing a ventriloquist act. People are tossing gold into his dummy case that he holds his puppet in, and they seem happy about it. They seem like they're enjoying it. And one of the guys in the crowd, he goes, "I know, Wednesdays are the worst."
Fucking Wednesdays.
Him.
So
It's tragic.
it is, truly.
I
So-
thought it was
You
hilarious.
Can I get
guys-
a milk?
Do you say that to a barmaid?
Yeah, can I get a milk?
Okay. One of the
2%.
barmaids, a human barmaid, she
3%, please.
kind of waves you down. She looks
Excuse
young,
me?
pretty, and she says,
God, not this again.
what kind of milk did you want?"
Hi, could I get a whole milk, please?
Sure, yeah, I got you.
With ice in it?
Yeah, do you have a silver piece?
Yeah, here you go. I hand her the piece, and I'll take it out of my inventory now.
Mark her off the
Thank
silver
you.
piece.
I'll be at the yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be at the table over there in a minute with the potato yelling sex thing guy. 1 second.
Oh, you're with him.
Shit.
Oh,
No. It's like a program where you take underprivileged adventurers and you sort of show them the ropes and I do it for the city.
she doesn't
yeah,
have
I'm just
time
trying
to tell if you're lying. She
I'll-
goes, "Wow, that's
yeah.
really nice of you."
Thanks. Yeah.
I'll be back with your milk.
Thank you. I'll give her 2 silver. I'll just give her just.
Oh, thank you, kind patron, and she curtsies.
Our party is so horny. What the hell?
I'm not.
I'm just giving a
Let's
tip.
clarify.
Fans are
not our
just
party.
speaking.
I made no moves. All I wanted was a milk. She was very kind, and I gave her a
You
silver
know what?
piece.
You know what, Jimmy? It's not Wambaway's fault that he makes you horny. I feel like you're projecting.
A little bit.
So, Nara also flags down the same barkeep, Wembo, and she says, "Hey, can I get a large jug of milk, maybe a gallon of milk from you guys?" And so she got some milk for her cat. That's what she got. Got some milk for her cat. And they bring out her gallon of milk, and she brings it outside and pours it into a little bowl that she keeps on her, and the cat laps up the milk, and it's all good. The rest of you guys get your meals and your drinks, and you take your 1 hour rest. So warlocks, go ahead and mark your spells back. You get both your spell slots back, so you can uncheck those boxes.
It should auto do it when you do short rest.
If you did the short rest thing in D&D, it'll auto
So
do it for you.
How do I do
Where is the
this?
short
Yeah.
rest?
Up
Oh,
at the
it's-
top above your movement. Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Wait, am I? Oh, my camera's about to crash. So
If
do I
you're-
click any of the extra?
You have to hit confirm.
Yep. So click short rest and then click confirm. If you are missing
my
any of
camera's gonna
your health, you can roll your hit dice if you want. In the same spot where you hit short rest, you can do that.
So just to clarify, my Eldritch Cannon will not be able to be spawned just in case if a battle were to occur tonight because it was only a
Correct.
short.
It was. Yep. It was not a long rest. It was a short rest. So.
So just to clarify, as a DM, did Jerome not get lucky tonight?
I mean, it's been an hour. You've been eating, drinking. You don't really have time to get with anybody right now.
Does the food thing? That is the short rest. The food thing.
Yeah.
The food and drink. Oh, okay. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yep.
Ignore me.
Yep. You guys like enjoying your food and drink is your short rest.
All right.
So
I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. So for the after meal adventure, what would you guys like to do? You finished up your food and your drink. Did you want to try and head over to the Speakeasy Tavern next door?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's time to check out that other sketchy tavern.
Okay. Sounds good. So you guys exit the Leaky Drink.
Monka W.
Clean.
All right. You head next
The audio
door.
is clean.
I appreciate it. You head next door. And as you open the door to this new area, Solus, the big cat that follows Nara around, stands guard outside and sits next to the door almost like a statue.
With the jug of milk.
Yep, with the milk bowl in front of him. And you all head inside. You open the door to this place, not squeaky, very smooth opening to this door. It smells really nice in here. It smells a little bit smoky like a fireplace, and also a little bit of like a scent of like coffee. You smell like a little bit of like that coffee smell. It's really, really nice. And as you come in, this one you definitely get a lot of eyes as you open the door. And by a lot, I mean every eye in the room, which is about 10 people.
Are we not dressed to standards?
No, yeah, as you come in here, the people look nicely dressed in high-end clothing, tuxedos, and dresses. And there's a live band playing music in the corner of the room. And they are also dressed in tuxedos and dresses. And the waiter that approaches you guys is a human that has a twirly black mustache. And he's got a napkin over his shoulder. He's wearing a nice suit with a black apron. And he says, "Hello. Can I help you folks? Welcome. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude there. Welcome."
Hi. Thank you. We're looking for a table to sit down at.
Sure. The cover charge is 3 gold pieces.
Per person?
I got you. Absolutely. Here,
Yeah,
I hand him a gold. I'll hand him 3. I'll hand him 3 here.
He says he takes your 3 gold and he kind of stands aside so that you can walk by, and he holds out his hand for the other 3 gold pieces from the rest of you guys.
Everybody.
I think I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna go back and just get a little nappy, and I think you guys enjoyed the party.
Alright.
Actually, this isn't up to our standards right now. I would need my gold back in one moment. Those aren't the right gold pieces.
Sure, here you go. He hands you back your gold pieces.
I'll be right back. All right, so you're not staying here? All right, you just want to sit there and then tell me after I hand him the gold?
I do want to ask, do
Damn
we
it.
know
Who's staying and who-
100% if this is the
If we're gonna leave-
correct?
One at a
If you're
time,
gonna
one at a
leave
time.
right now, just tell me who's staying and who's leaving, because I'm
What are
gonna
we-
go in.
What even is our next move here? This is not the vibe I thought we would walk in on. Where's this rat? How are we going to find this mouse? I'm like, what?
It's not it, guys. It's not even about finding the mouse. The fact is that
don't-
the mouse posted up in around this area, which means this is a place that we should explore and take a look at. It
But
is
everybody's
our-
I
looking
agree,
at
I
us.
agree,
just-
I 100%
feel
agree.
I hate it here. I
No,
don't
we should go in.
everybody's-
Someone should go in. You should go in. That's
I
fine.
will go
that makes
in.
sense.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought we were going in, but then you wanted it back out. so
I don't
was
want to
like,
go in.
Well, why
You
didn't
can
you
go
say
in.
that? Why didn't you say that when we were in there? Why would you just
I didn't know it was going to be 3 gold pieces per person.
Well, I thought it was going to be 3 all. That's why I paid.
Oh, that's because you don't listen.
Well, he didn't say 3
He
per.
did 3. He said 3 per person.
Guys,
You just don't
listen.
Whoa,
So
oh.
I already gave
Whoa.
I paid a gold piece already for the. This is a really easy fix, right? It cost 3 gold for all of us to lounge, and this costs 3 gold as well. So if everyone pays 1 gold, one of us will be able to go inside this bar, and then that way we'll also cover the lounge. I've already paid 1 entire gold piece. So if everyone else puts in 1
2.
gold. Yeah, so then that means we only need 3 more. So let's just everyone pitch in 1 gold. I'll go inside. I'll take a look tonight, unless someone else wants to come with me.
You guys go.
I assume you guys had this conversation outside, not in front of the waiter.
Yes, outside.
Okay, you might want to specify that next time.
Sorry,
One of these
my-
times I'm
my
going to
bad.
catch you out. I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel like there's something suspicious going on.
Yeah. Yeah, outside.
Okay. So
Whoever wants to go in, pay to go in.
yeah, pay.
I think
That's just it. Just pay to go in.
Nara's
Who's
not
going in?
interested.
I think I'll go in with Jerome.
All
There you
right,
go.
let's go.
So how
I
many
don't
gold do I
know.
need to
To
take
go
out of
in.
my
The
inventory?
brains and the brawn, baby.
I
3
also
gold
would
pieces
like-
each.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see. Inventory. Currency.
Bro, how broke are you guys? Like I have heckin' like 30 gold and 1 platinum. Like, are you guys broke or something?
Did you minus your gold from what you spent before?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well,
I started.
potions as
I
well?
did start. I did start with 25. Yeah.
From the potions as well. Did you guys mark
Yeah,
off
and the
your gold for
potions
that?
as well. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I only have 1. I only have 1 platinum piece now, and then 30 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I also
I'm
got.
cheap.
Keep in mind, I got
so-
the gold from the wine bottles and shit.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm just cheap, so I'm not going in. That's fine. Other people can go in. I'm okay with that.
All right, I'm gonna subtract. I'm just gonna subtract 3 gold because I'm going in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just did 2. Okay.
Okay.
So Pete and I go in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to go in too.
Okay, mark 3 gold off.
Are we getting any of the seductive ladies with us, or are they both dipping?
Nara is
What
not
is-
interested in
I
going
don't
in.
know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stick with.
Nara is not going in.
No, she's not interested.
This seems a little sus, so I'm.
It's just not her
right
vibe.
here.
All right, sounds good. All right, it'll just be the 3 of us.
Okay.
3 gentlemen heading
Oh,
into
wait,
the
where's
bar.
Squelch?
Squelch is just with you guys. He's been
He's
hanging
gonna stay
out.
outside. He
Yep.
was on my
He's
shoulder.
been
Oh,
hanging
yeah,
out.
he should.
He's been hanging
gonna
out with
stay with you guys
Solus,
outside.
your big lion friend. He's been hanging out with him.
He's been riding him like a horse.
All right, so we go inside. We pay the man.
Yep.
I've already deducted the 3.
He comes back to the
And-
front door with you and approaches. He says, "All right, you all coming in to stay then, or are you letting the draft out?"
Coming in.
We're coming in
Into
to
the
sit.
gold. Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome. Holds
Thank
out his hand for the gold pieces. You guys pay the man, and he leads you
Thank
to a table that's half table, half booth on the right side of the establishment. In the very middle of the establishment is a big pillar that looks like it's the thing that holds this place up, and the jazz band is playing a nice song in the corner. You're actually closest to the jazz band of anybody, so you can see it looks like a group of orcs, half orcs, that are enjoying a nice smooth jazz medley. And with that, God damn. Diabetes is great. Anyway, so you guys see in front of you, I'll just kind of describe the scene. There's 10 tables in here, just like the last bar, but they're much smaller. And they're not all full. There are 3 tables that have people at them. Each looks like a couple. Looks like a couple that's like out on a date. And they are all enjoying their food and wine. I can describe their races if you want, but not
Yes,
necessarily. So the one table is just a couple humans that are sitting there enjoying a meal. One table is a human and an elf. And then the last table looks like 2 half-orcs that are enjoying a meal. And they are dressed a little bit less nicely than the rest of them. And they also have some other, like, boxes next to their feet.
What's the band look like?
Band is a half-orcs, so green-skinned half-orcs. And they are nicely dressed.
server that brought us was human, but bartender, any other workers there? What are they looking like?
Yeah, there's a few other humans that are walking around. There is an elven woman that looks like she is wearing like a nice, beautiful crimson red dress, and she looks like she is pulling waiters off to the side and saying things to them, and then they go and do stuff. So she looks like she's the manager.
I have a quick question as a DM, or yeah, as a
as a player,
as a DM, as a DM. Did we ever talk about what the exterminators looked like, or did we get that information from Kramer?
Nope.
Shoot.
Would have been good information to grab, though.
It would have
Yeah,
been.
I know.
I don't think they were visible.
You can always grab that information tomorrow. You're just reconning right now anyway.
Yeah. It's good to know the races and the type of people that are here, so then we can consider that for if we ask Kramer tomorrow what kind of people the exterminators were.
True.
Cool.
You also know that there's obviously a kitchen to this place, and as you're sitting there, one of the waiters walks over. They're all male waiters. One of the waiters walks over to you, and it's the same one who seated you. He says, "All right, gentlemen, what can I get for you?"
I'd like a very strong alcoholic beverage.
Sure, elven wine for you.
Elven wine. That's how we do it, baby.
All right. Red or white?
Let's do red.
Okay. I'll bring out a taste. And
All right,
you want a bottle or glass?
I'd like the bottle.
Okay. And you two gentlemen.
Ice milk, please.
Can do, absolutely. And you, my large friend.
I'll have a water and a taste of the wine to see if I want to indulge with my gnome friend here.
Of course, my pleasure. He walks away, comes back a couple minutes later with a ice milk on a tray, and puts it in front of Pox, and then he's got a bottle of wine and 2 glasses that he sets in front of you guys. He pours you out each. First, he uncorks the bottle with and swishes it around a little bit, pours it into the glasses for you just a little bit, just a taste. And he says, "Please."
While they're tasting it, what's the coffee like? I smell, is that coffee here?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, very rare beverage, yes. You must be from one of the eastern cities. You are actually from an eastern city.
More or less, yeah. Well, there's not too much coffee went down Drotha way.
For most people, it's a very enamoring scent, one that they don't often recognize.
I love it. It's just the earthiness to it. Could I have a pot or a cup? Or how do you? I'd love to.
Sure, we can brew a specific pot for you, or just get you a glass of what's brewed.
I'd love a glass.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah.
No problem. And you two gentlemen, how are you enjoying the wine? You guys both take your sips.
It's absolutely enchanting.
I'd say fantastic. And by the way, that's all I want to do. I want to wait for the waiter to leave. So I don't know if there's any more dialogue before he goes.
Yeah, he's gonna ask you if you want to buy the wine or not. He's not gonna tell you a price.
Yeah, well,
wait. I thought the price was included with the cover charge.
This is why I didn't go for it right away.
This particular sequence of events would not inquire you asking, I guess. He hasn't necessarily asked you if you're going to buy it yet. He's just
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask then. So this is included in our cover charge, correct? I'm assuming this is a part of our cover charge.
He says, no, it is not.
Oh, really? How much is the bottle of wine?
The bottle of wine is 60 gold pieces.
Jerome's just gonna put his hand on the bottle of wine and push it on the table. Listen, I've got money, but I do not have that much money.
Roll dexterity. Roll the dexterity. See if he knocks it over. Make him roll.
No.
For aggressively flirting with women in the last bar.
You got it.
Get him.
The wine is delicious though. I would if you could bring me a glass of water instead, that'd be appreciated.
Such little gold. You guys are so poor. Oh, I have so much gold. Get him, Commander. Get him.
I'm not gonna do that to you. He takes the wine back and he says, "A little too big for your britches, then."
Unfortunately.
He called you poor.
Yeah, he
For
did.
now, I say, with a very confident tone of voice.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can look over the menu or do whatever as Jimmy does his thing. So, what would you like to do in particular?
Well, at first I was going to want to wait for the waiter to head out just so I could tell Jerome, yo, relax. We don't know how much this wine is, kind of thing. But now that we've gone over that, I'm
an alcoholic. I'm sorry.
I kind of want to like look at the guys and like set more of a serious tone and
Yeah.
say like, let's not forget what we're here for. And then I think I want to kind of like start looking around. So should I do like a perception check or something?
Go ahead. And
All right,
roll a
I'll do a
perception check.
I'll do a perception as well.
Go for it. All three of you guys can roll.
Yeah,
rest
the
of you guys
the
outside-
tone gets a little serious.
Yeah, absolutely. The rest of you guys outside. We'll talk to Zim and
Guys,
Isabella.
I stopped working with that roll, dude.
Man, the Elven wine hit you kind of hard. That
I got something in my eye. I got wine in my eye. I'm like, oh
I'm
god.
so sorry.
There was another
I-
bar, right?
There was. Yep. The Raven's Nest.
I'm gonna head over there.
Okay. Sounds good.
So are we all meeting outside again with me and Squelch and Nora?
Me and
So-
you didn't go in. So
Yeah.
Squelch is with Nara and the cat, but I'm going to
so
head over
okay.
to the other bar that hopefully doesn't have as much of a color shard. So if you'd like to come, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Can I just is Squelch coming or are he and Nara just gonna chill out?
We
He
should
and
just leave
Nara
them
and the
there,
cat
I
will
think.
chill.
Yeah, they can just chill.
Also,
You
I
guys
would
can head to
just
the
have-
Raven's Nest if you like.
I just yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you guys head over to the Raven's Nest. The Raven's Nest is an interesting bar. It's doesn't have very many people coming in and out of it. As you approach, it's looks dark on the inside. You go to try the door. It opens. As it opens up, it is dimly lit inside, very, very dimly lit by candlelight. And the people who are all around are, you can hear whispers. They're all whispering like, "So, are you enjoying your meal?" And there's an interesting thing going on here. It seems like you've walked into an experience where they are enjoying a meal with the lights off. They can't see anything, so it's like an experience meal, and you don't know what you're being served type thing, and you have to like use your senses, your other senses, to kind of enjoy yourself at this establishment.
Nara, can you see in the dark?
Nara's not there.
Or,
Oh my god, I can't remember your character's name.
Isabella.
Oh my Isabel. There we go.
Isabella, can you see in the dark?
Let me double check. I don't think so, but I got some pretty weird shit in here. Hold up. I can't see in the dark, but
Yeah.
I can find my familiar in the dark.
True.
Or
Let me see here.
So
in your
there's that. I could
features.
cast
What race is
friends.
she?
Clash
She does
Star.
not have dark
Oh.
vision.
Unlucky. Neither
Okay,
one of
we
us.
could do-
She does have mind link though, which is really interesting. So both you
Yeah,
and
we could
her
do
can both
that.
speak telepathically.
Oh yeah, let's do
Sick.
that. We should be
And
doing
hers
that.
is even more strong because she actually
Yeah.
gives that creature ability to speak telepathically back.
Yeah, that's like really good. We need to use that more
Yeah.
often.
We
So,
really
well-
do.
Well, especially in moments like this, we're gonna mind link and
Oh yeah, I'm mind linking so hard. Wait, can I? Oh, one question, just as like a DM.
Yep.
Can I only do that with Zim, or can I do that with everyone?
You can do that with anybody. You just have to do it with one person at a time,
Okay.
and
Solid.
they have to be
okay.
within 30 feet of you.
So
Okay.
in here,
So-
we can't see anything, so this is like a perfect place for someone to probably hole up.
Okay. Well, who wants to go into the bar then?
I mean,
It's
me
you and him.
will.
That's it. That's just
It's
it's just
me-
you two.
the
You're
two of
alone.
us.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go in.
Is there anyone
I
at the
think we should do it.
door who like lets us in, or
Oh yeah, depending on if there's a cover charge, we can just mind link, and then one of us can explore, and I can like keep watch outside.
So
I think we can both go in.
yeah, they approach you guys as you open the door, and you'll notice actually when you open the door, the light doesn't come into the establishment. It doesn't shine from inside the street into the establishment. The dimly lit candles only light the floor, and they don't actually light the tables or the people that are sitting at the tables. So you're noticing a very strange phenomena going on here with some magic.
Can I do an Arcana check to know what's going on?
Yeah, go for it. So this whole entire inner room is pitch black except for lights on the floor that are like candlelight, and they are guided. They are like a guide between tables, but they don't actually. They're not bright enough to show even the feet of the people that they're next to, just bright enough for you to be able to follow them and not trip over things. So with an Arcana of 8, you're unsure about this magic. It's not anything like anything you've seen before. It's definitely like an experience restaurant.
Interesting. I'm gonna ask if I'm assuming a waiter comes to us to see this.
Yes. So yeah, as you guys come in, a woman's voice you hear next to you say, "Yes, hello. Welcome to the Raven's Nest, and just the two of you today."
Oh, yeah, but before we go in, we just wanted to make sure this was the right kind of establishment for us. Prices, considering the last place was pretty pricey, and they didn't really let you know up front. How is this place comparison?
Well, our prices are not extremely expensive, I'd say. I'm able to eat here. What
good,
particularly would you like to know? We don't have a cover charge.
Oh, okay. Well, in the last place, you tried to charge me 3 gold pieces to get in, so it's a bit pricey to get in.
I see. You must have gone to the establishment across the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A table for 2, please, there, doll.
Okay, sure. And I'll lead you this way. And she actually grabs you by the hand, you and Isabella both by the hand, and leads you guys towards your table. She sets you down. You hear a table scrape against the wood as she pulls out. Did I say table? I meant chair. A chair scrape against the wood as she pulls the chair out, and she guides Isabella's hand to the table, and then Isabella, you feel the chair next to you, and you're able to sit in the chair, but you can't see anything. Your guys' dark vision isn't working in here, so it's really like you're blind.
I don't have dark vision, anyways.
Yeah. So if you had dark vision, it wouldn't be working. So
makes sense.
That being said, you sit at your table, and Zim, you can hear the sounds of conversation around you. Isabella, you hear the same thing. You hear conversations of people. They're chit-chatting away in talking about things like, "Ooh, what is this?" And things like that, because they're being served food, but they don't know what it is. They don't know exactly what's on their plate. It's kind of strange. And the waiter comes back to you and she says, "So, today we have 3 specials. We have the meat special, the vegetable special, and the chef special. And you will not be made aware of what's in those meals, but if you are a vegetarian, you can order the vegetable meal, and we promise not to put any meats in it. The chef special is the chef's premier meal that they have, the chef's menu that they've created by themselves. We change chefs every week, so if you enjoy this chef's meal, then next week there will be a new chef."
Oh, can I get the chef special, please?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna mind link with Zim real quick. Hey man, do you think it's kind of weird that they change chefs every week, and then they also won't disclose what's inside their meals?
Not really.
Am I tripping, or is that kind of strange?
It's the experience. It's how do you make a restaurant different, right? Completely different. I would go. Do you eat meat? I would go with the chef special. It's always good to go with the chef special.
All right.
If you don't eat meat, then go with the vegetarian, obviously. But
Well, she already ate ham and mashed potatoes today, so.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did do that. What's the price point again?
oh, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Okay. I'll have another chef special, please.
Okay. She says, "All right, well, I will put that order in for you. It'll take about 15 minutes to make. Can I get you some drinks in the meantime? We have our special red drink and our special white drink."
Can I get the white drink, please?
Mhm.
Is it alcoholic or no?
No. We don't serve alcohol here.
White drink
All
then
right,
for
I'll
me.
get the same.
2 white drinks and 2 chef specials coming right up. A few minutes later, she comes back with a viscous white drink.
While she's gone, can I try to listen through conversations and like pick and choose conversations and see if they're talking about anything like sketchy or anything I can like make out? Like I want to hear if like people are talking about things to try to like narrow out like groups where people are sitting and try to do something like that.
Sure, I'll say you're still kind of getting your bearings as she goes and grabs the drink. She brings them back to you. The drink that you receive, you're not sure what it is. You can choose to drink it now or later or never. But yeah, she sets the drinks in front of you and you can hear them. And then she actually says, okay, the drinks are in front of you. Just slowly put your hands up onto the table and you should be able to find them.
I'm going to take a drink.
Yeah, you guys each get your drinks. Isabella, are you going to take a drink as well?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So as you guys take your sips of drinks, they taste... Well, go ahead and roll me a... You're going to roll me a nature check. Roll me a nature check, both of you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, that's red flaggy.
Wow, you guys suck.
My rolls have been bad all night, dude. I don't know, man.
It's all right. None of these are that
Jesus.
important. It has the same consistency as, like, in real life, imagine like a Go-Gurt. Has like a Go-Gurt consistency. And it does taste a bit yogurty.
Okay. Is it a sweeter drink or no?
It is. Yeah, it's a Swedish drink. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Wait, so it's white
Mhm.
and Go-Gurty?
They say it's called the white drink. You're not sure what color it actually is.
Yeah.
But it definitely doesn't taste salty, so you're good.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Glad it's
sweet.
sweet at least.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet. It's probably made of plants of some kind, but it tastes pretty good.
That's probably what that nature roll was, to know what plants it was made out of.
Yeah. We'll go back to the group that's in the speakeasy. So,
Nice.
you guys go ahead and roll your checks if you want to roll any checks for perception or investigation. If you want to roll. This is for Zim, Jerome, and Kathrak.
Wrong group. I'm not in there.
It was.
Oh, my bad. Kathrak,
Wembo.
Jerome, and Pox.
Didn't we already roll the perception?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
You rolled perception. Did I tell you what you guys saw?
We did earlier. No, we never got that
Oh,
far.
shit.
We
Yeah,
rolled
yeah,
and then
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
happened. I rolled really, really low. Wembo
that
got a
was-
15.
I got a 13.
Okay, with the 15 and the 13, yeah, okay, 15 and 13. My bad. I didn't.
I spilled
explain
wine in
those.
my eye. That's how I got the 3.
Yeah, you're a little bit out of your comfort zone here. It's not really your kind of place. The only time you'd ever be at this place is if you were like with your dad, and that's like not very often.
Yikes.
So,
I like it here. It's nice.
Yikes.
Pox is, he's got his
It's very
coffee and
nice.
his.
This
like
is
it.
delightful, this coffee. Is this a dark roast or a medium?
Do you know how much the coffee
So-
costs?
Hints
Not
of
yet.
oak. It doesn't matter.
So, with a 15 and a
things.
13, 15 and a 13, as you guys look around, you do see the races that I described. You see the woman who is the manager of the place. You can assume is the manager. And you see a small stairwell at the back of the tavern in almost the same spot where the Leaky Drinks stairwell was, kind of behind the bar area. So, looks like this building's built in a similar way. And it looks like it goes upstairs and there's a downstairs as well. And sometimes waiters come from that area carrying different drinks and things like that. So looks like there is a, as I mentioned, it looks like a bit of a speakeasy. So if you don't know what a speakeasy is, it's like a hidden bar that's in like the lower level of a normal restaurant. So you have an idea that downstairs is probably a speakeasy and that's where they're bringing drinks up from, or drinks down to, I should say. Sorry, drinks down to. And then there's an upstairs because this is also an inn. You can pay to stay here overnight. And that's what you would get with your perception. So you see the bartender giving drinks to the waiters. They're taking them downstairs. And then once in a while, you'll see a person come from upstairs dressed really nicely, like in a nice dress or a nice suit, and they'll walk from upstairs, they'll walk down into the main room past everybody, and then they'll walk out the main door and exit into the town. Looks like people are going out for the night.
I don't know if we'll be able to go downstairs. Those people look a lot more well dressed than us, guys.
He.
We could. We got money. We got money. We got money.
It probably would have helped if I bought that elven wine, but I don't know about now.
We could go downstairs, buy some wine. Yeah, tell them we could ask them for something. We could ask them for something a little, I don't know. Maybe they got something special. What else? You know, we asked about their specials.
Oh,
you get the idea that you wouldn't want to rack up too much here. You're not sure even how much the coffee costs, and it probably costs a lot.
What do you guys think about asking the bartender about any strange happenings?
Yeah.
Or the waiter?
Yeah.
Might not be the worst idea to inquire, because especially if they've got, trouble brewing, it's a nice establishment. They would want to keep troublemakers out. Maybe, unless they're in on it.
Yeah, unless they're in on it, it might be risky.
I'd say I'm gonna roll.
If you want to ask the waiter that, and he comes back to the table, and
I'm
he
going
says,
to roll an investigation on the boxes underneath the orcs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your investigation.
Come on, give it to me, baby.
14. Looking at them, they look like instrument boxes.
Instrument boxes.
Yep.
That's it.
Now, the waiter comes back to the table, and he says, all right, can I get you all something to eat?
Well, what's on the menu? What's on the menu tonight?
We have a few specials. We have smoked salmon with au gratin potatoes. And we have filet mignon.
Oh, love that.
Oscar style with peppercorn braise. And for the side, we have roasted asparagus.
How much is that for filet mignon?
That would be... Give me one moment. He looks like he's distracted. As he's looking kind of off to his left. He looks like he's looking at the corner of the room, and he says like he's kind of like looking off to the corner of the room, and he's like,
kind of. I want to.
Perhaps I need to perceive.
You're not there.
Not there.
Yeah, I did roll a perception check.
So just to remind you, Bunny, you are with Blake in the other bar. You guys are in separate bars. So
cool.
this is.
I'm sorry. I just got I got really into it.
No, you're good. You're good. You can't see anything in your bar. You can't see anything.
We're just enjoying our chef special.
Yeah. And
Being
we'll come back to
unproblematic.
that. So he looks like he's looking off into the corner of the room. Wembo rolls a perception. Anyone else who wants to roll a perception to look over at what he's looking at can.
Let's do it.
Might as well.
Got an 18 on Jerome.
Nice,
and an 18 on Jimmy. All three of you see the white butt of a mouse crawl under the bar and back into what looks like a little hole.
Was that a mouse?
No, definitely not. There's no way we'd have a mouse here. Give me one moment.
well-
Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Actually, wait, hold on.
I'm a cat.
He says, just give me one moment. I'll just be right back. Excuse me, Lady Lara. He kind of like points his finger up and walks over to her, and she raises an eyebrow and leans in to whisper with him. She
What are their
kind of
what are their
yeah. She brings her shoulders back a little bit, and she says she makes this noise like, and a couple of other waiters come over, and she whispers to them, and they all kind of take off to the back area.
Does our waiter come back or no?
He does. So sorry about that. What can I get you to drink?
I'm a
I wanna
little
press him.
I'm a little yeah. Let's we're gonna press outside of my character. I'm just gonna Jimmy, we should do that. Just telling you.
You take the lead.
I take the lead. All right. I'm gonna. All right. I'll start then. How are the? Are you sure this doesn't happen often? I'm a little nervous now trying to eat food here.
I assure you, I
there's
have no idea what you're
some
talking about.
Type of. I was pretty sure. Okay.
I am 100% sure of what I saw.
Hey,
and that
Kathrak. Yeah, you're
was a
the.
mouse.
That was a mouse. You're 100%
That
positive because I trust
was
your senses more than
a
mine.
mouse.
Can you all just
I am a
please?
cat.
Can you please just be a bit quieter?
I'll lower my voice as long as you agree with what we all know we saw.
Yes, I believe we all saw the same thing. A mouse.
So you're telling me we're paying a 3 gold cover charge for an exquisite experience where there are mice infesting it?
We may just yet, not talk too loudly about this if you can tell us how long have you been dealing with this mouse problem?
I have never seen a mouse in this establishment before in my life. This is the first time, and I would appreciate if you would please keep it to yourself. I will refund you your cover charge.
What are these mouse? Are these mouse droppings in my coffee?
Those are coffee grounds.
Please, sir, please.
Those are coffee grounds. I'm wondering.
A few people look over, and he looks desperately desiring you to be quieter, Pox, and he seems a bit annoyed that he offered you something, and without talking with him, you made it worse for him. He seems a bit annoyed.
And I say, no, guys, we need to relax. And I turn my gaze back to the waiter. We're willing to forget, but we are currently trailing I'm not saying the mouse. We're currently trailing some unsavory activity in the area. And you say that it's your first time seeing a mouse, so that raises suspicion to us. Have you seen anything recently that is also the first time you've seen it?
I have not seen any unsavory people, if that's what you mean. What is exactly you're looking for?
I don't want to disclose too much.
Let's roll a what is it? The one to make sure he's not lying?
Insight.
Let's do it.
I'm done to roll that.
What about your camera stat, FY? There you go.
Not very insightful, are we?
It keeps crashing twice.
I mean, I would honestly believe him regardless of the insight. He seems pretty. I mean, he did lie to us about the mouse. So.
And what was the last question the waiter asked?
Is there anything in particular you're looking for, like any type of person?
Yeah, I don't want to really give him too much information. I just want to tell him, and I'll go back into character. We're working with a local retailer who had an issue arise, and we're scouting for some more unsavory characters, and it would be hopefully in your best interest to work alongside us just in case the mouse incident is related. So if you have any information, it would be very good to know, because we have information about a mouse in your fine establishment.
I don't necessarily have any information for you. I'm sorry. There is a patron downstairs who might have more information for you. He's a bit more knowledgeable about the city than I am. I just come to work and then I leave.
Right.
He works in the he runs the market, so he might be able to have a little bit more information for you.
Yeah, let's. Do you mind if we go down then and talk to this patron?
Yes, allow me to lead you down.
All right, great, thank you.
Let's do it.
he says, and of course, your coffee and your cover charges will be refunded to you.
Of course, we will keep it. We will keep it. We will keep this under lock for you, my friend.
As long as you promise. If you let this loose and people find out, I can't say what will happen. I don't know. It'll be hysteria.
Good to know.
As long as you help us.
We will hold our end because you are holding yours. Don't worry. We are.
Yeah, we won't rat you out.
Nice.
So, you guys head down to the speakeasy in the basement. Zim and Isabella. In
Back to the
the
chef special, baby.
Raven's Nest, the chef special arrives, and Zim, we'll do your roll because you had something you wanted to roll for your.
Yeah, I
perception.
ideally want us both to try to, because we can talk in our minds, to just try to listen to different conversations and point things out to each other.
Okay.
And try to find out who's in here.
Okay. So go ahead, both of you guys roll me perception checks.
Oh, thank fucking God, I got a good roll.
Nice. Okay. So combining your guys' rolls together, you both overhear similar conversations. Zim, you do hear a few extra special things, but Bunny and you both hear the conversations around you are mostly mundane. Like, there's nothing super special. Okay. But you do hear the waiters telling the story of this establishment. Zim, you hear the waiters telling the story of this establishment to a couple who asks, and you get a little bit of information about the Raven's Nest. So the Raven's Nest was founded by a blind monk who has his name in Elvish means raven. And he only hires people at this establishment who are also blind. So the people who work here are all blind, and they are very well accustomed to the space, and they are very talented at their jobs. And it's a very interesting little story that you hear about. One day he's up on a mountain, and it's almost silly because of the way it sounds, but he stares at the sun until he feels enlightened and it blinds him. And then he returned to the city with knowledge and experience unlike any other, and created this establishment and brought his, experience back. He is long dead, but the people who run this establishment are still blind and kind of carry that tradition of hiring the blind and the disabled.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah. With your perception check of a 22, I'll just tell you that there's not much going on here in terms of conversations about anything that you would be that interested in.
Probably just enjoy our meal then, and then go back to the other hotel.
Okay. I'll have you guys both roll me a nature check as you receive your chef special.
There we go. That's better.
17. Zim, you get the idea that you're eating some kind of deer, some kind of venison.
I love venison.
And on the side is a noodle concoction of some sort with a bit of a spice to it, some kind of pepper flakes or jalapeno type spice. And it's got a interesting kind of mix of a meat that you wouldn't normally find in this kind of cuisine. So it's like venison on top of like spicy noodles. It's kind of an interesting mixture.
Oh, sounds good.
And Isabella, you get the same thing. You're a little less clear, but Zim, you're able to kind of discuss it with her, and you guys just kind of talk it out and enjoy your meal.
Awesome.
At the end of it,
What up, Zim?
exactly. At the end, the waitress comes back and she says, "Well, I hope you've enjoyed your meal. Who can I give the check to?"
Me, please. Thank
you. She puts your hand in her hand, and as she does, you hear her say, "The meal is 16 silver."
Oh,
So-
thank you very much.
Thought it was gonna be gold.
And
Oh Jesus Christ!
So that's
I'm
a
gonna
gold
hand her-
and 6 silver.
I'm gonna hand her 2 gold pieces and just say,
the rest is for you there. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And you guys finish up your meal at the Raven's Nest. Okay, the rest of you guys back at the Speakeasy.
Zim's a high roller. Look at you. A little extra tips here and there. Okay, buddy.
Back in the speakeasy.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do this.
So, it's really nice down here as you walk down the steps. Immediately what you notice is it's a smaller room down here, much smaller. Red carpet, red velvety carpet kind of covers the ground. I'm hearing a weird noise right now. Is that a clicking from somebody? Somebody clicking their mouse?
Not me.
I was 2 seconds ago.
Oh, weird. I don't know what that was. Anyway, so yeah, there's this red velvety carpet that covers the ground. There are no tables down here, but there is a bar that people are sitting at. And in the middle of the room, there are some people who are kind of swaying back and forth in a little bit of a dance. And they all seem to be enjoying a bit of a musical, their own like little musical thing. Like there's different music down here. It's a little bit more jazzy, a little bit less cafe, a little bit more jazzy.
I like
there's
that. I like that.
Yeah, and there's only one musician playing piano, and he's just
Beautiful.
digging out. Now, as you come down here, there is a fairly large Goliath that is at the base of the stairs. And he sees you following the waiter and steps aside, but it looks like he was guarding the entrance to the speakeasy. And the waiter leads you guys inside to see all this that I just described. There are 6 people down here, not including the piano player. So 7 people if you include the piano player.
What do they look like?
Yeah. So, first of all, sitting at a bar, a like circular bar, so it kind of goes around in a circle, and it's near the corner of the room.
Okay.
It doesn't have anybody in the middle section of the circle, but sitting around the edges, you see 2 humans, a very nicely dressed lizard folk that looks like he's wearing like classic, like your like genie pants, and almost looks like a gypsy type character. There are 2 females, and they are one of them's a god damn it, what is that race called? I gotta look at my notes. I have it written in my notes here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head and I'm messing up.
what do they look like?
It's the like snake people. Yuan-ti. Yuan-ti. So you see a couple of Yuan-ti. They are very smooth-skinned humanoids that it's kind of hard to tell them apart from humans, but you can tell from a few different things. First of which, their skin is unnaturally smooth looking, and they have those slits for nose, like Voldemort type noses, and they have like snake pupils, so like those kind of diamond snake pupils, and they are seem to be enjoying themselves. There's the piano player, who is again an orc, and lastly there is a man who is sitting by his lonesome next to the piano player in a single chair, and he has his hood up, and he is kind of shuffling a deck of cards back and forth, just like doing this kind of thing where he bridges the cards back and forth a few times, and he looks like he is just enjoying the music, like swaying back and forth next to the piano player. And everyone seems like they are either enjoying drinks or swaying back and forth and dancing, or whispering and having a small conversation. It's very easygoing down here. Very easygoing. And they move from Some of them are sitting at the bar, this like circular bar, and enjoying their drinks. Some of them stand up and have a little jig together, like sway back and forth next to the piano in the middle of the room, and then they'll go back to the bar and sit. So it's kind of like a exclusives club type thing. And that's what you see.
Well, let's go have a seat then, shall we?
Yeah, there's spots at the circular bar.
Are we being led to that person though? Or there was one person who runs the
Yeah,
market,
he
right?
was gonna lead you to that person. Yeah.
All right,
so
so the guy
then-
sitting at the circular bar. You said there was one dude there.
So
There
there's a
are
dude
multiple
and a dude
people.
sitting next to the
Oh.
piano.
Yeah, so he leads you to the dude who's sitting next to the piano with the deck of cards. He's got his hood up. Seems human, from what you can tell. As the waiter approaches, he says, "Excuse me, sir. These three gentlemen have some questions that they'd like to ask you about information that they're looking for in the city, and they said they're working with one of the patrons, or not one of the patrons, one of the retailers. So I figured you might have information for them." He sits back in his little wooden chair that he's sitting in, and he sticks the deck of cards back in his pocket, and he takes his hood down. It's got long, brown, dark hair that comes down. Definitely human. Pretty easy to tell. Looks like he's 26, 27. And he crosses his arm and kind of leans back and says, "Hello. What can I do for you? How can I help you? I am," puts his hand out, "Franklin."
I'm gonna take his hand and give him a nice, good, strong, firm handshake to make a good first impression.
Okay, roll me a
I'm
performance
Jerome.
check.
I'm Jerome. It's a pleasure. Fuck. No, that's not bad.
Okay. With a... Oh man, I lost my... Did I close out of that? Oh, there it is. Okay, with 16, okay. Yeah, he gives you a firm handshake back. And he gives you like a sly kind of smile. He says, "Well, Jerome, nice to meet you."
These are my buddies. I'm here with Pox and Kathrak.
Hello, Pox and Kathrak. Nice to meet you all. And what is it, the information that you're looking for? I can help you.
We're looking for some unsavory or potentially unsavory characters that have been in the area and have broken into a nearby retailer. Have you heard or seen anything of the matter?
I'm broken in. What is the retailer that has been robbed?
It's a magic shop.
And would this be... I've heard that Craymore's has been broken into, but I don't want to assume.
You'd be correct.
Yes, word travels fast. Well, as far as I'm aware, they are even themselves unsure of who might have broken in. Is that true?
That is true.
That is true.
That's why we came to you.
Have you any leads to follow that I can help with? If you are coming to me after coming to them, I do not have extra information that they would have unless you give me something to go off of.
We do.
We do have some information. We're just a little nervous about sharing that information in order to keep it a little more low key.
Off to the side, or like out of game, real quick. Are you talking about the exterminator part?
Yeah.
Okay, so
and the mouse.
I would have withheld the store just to see what he's heard, but at this point, I feel like the only other lead that you have is to ask about
I think we kinda have.
exterminators
Yeah.
and mice. Yeah, because I
think
mean,
we kinda have to.
now that he knows, right? Even if he did know anything, you can't catch him in a slip up.
So actually, I'm gonna. All right, I'll start actually. So we are looking for some unsavory activity, but I also, so you run the markets, correct?
I do. I watch over them, yes, and I collect the taxes.
collect the taxes. I was actually in the market today, and there were so many mouse traps everywhere. What's going on? What's going on with that?
Yes, we try. There are many mice seen in the markets, so we try to keep them out of the food stalls and out
that's
of
completely
people's
reasonable.
tents and things. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's very reasonable. I was gonna say I saw an awful lot though. It seemed kind of like there was an issue.
Yes.
Have you considered getting any exterminators to get rid of the mice?
We have not. It is a city that is full of mice that live in the sewers. They are going to come out and do what mice do. Yes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Even rats, you know, they go out into the
Yeah, sorry, I was referring
cities
to
well.
rats. Yeah.
Well, yes, mice and rats are very different creatures. Yes, mice very intelligent creatures, but rats disgusting. Go and eat, things that they shouldn't and bite people and ugh.
Are you aware of any exterminators of rats by profession?
No, I'm not aware of anyone who is currently running an extermination business. Mostly because this city is full of rats and mice. There's no reason to try and get rid of them. They're not something that is going to get taken care of by a single business. And destroying the rat colonies would be pointless. It would not last. Maybe you would scare them for a few hours or something.
Out of context, which direction do you guys think we should go? Because I do think, in terms of story, I do think talking about the mouse might be good. Like, I think this guy, if he actually is the market guy, which he is, I'm assuming, he probably cares a lot about business and probably doesn't want cultists, because those are probably not good for business. So I think we're kind of... Yeah, but
I don't know
he's
where
a man
else to go.
I think he's a man of money. If he's in this nice establishment, he's obviously got his repertoire. He enjoys what he does. He likes the high life. I'm assuming cultists don't really give a darn about most of that. They kind of just want people to suffer and whatnot.
Well, obviously, like, the thing is, though, is that mouse came here for a reason, because the mouse returned to his master. We have to assume that he might be one of the he might be a master of the mouse. Like, I'm assuming it's going to be of those 6 people, or maybe potentially that manager. I wouldn't say it's the manager, because from what we saw what happened with the manager earlier, she did like the thing and like told all the waiters to like spread out and disperse, which means she's trying to get rid of that mouse, which is an indicator that she's probably not the person. But of those 6 people that are down here right now, we have to assume that one of those people is the master. So we can't just completely ignore the fact that this guy couldn't be it.
Are we able to do... We haven't really done much of a perception check in the room, have we? We have this new room.
Looking around, it's a pretty barren room. There's not much down here.
I mean, in terms
there's
of
nice
people.
paintings on the walls, but as for the people, you know what their races are, but you don't really know much about them.
Are we able to check if they're like...
Wait, can I roll an Arcana on the people?
Well, let's start with Kathrak. Let's let Kathrak finish his.
Sorry.
I just want to know, like, if we should be weirded out by anything they're wearing, like anything that would kind of hide. You said we know what they look like, so I'm assuming they're not wearing anything that's really covering them much.
Most of them seem pretty just nicely dressed. This guy had a hood and cloak on, and he has a spot obviously where he can hide his deck of cards. So this guy would be the guy that would hide something. If there was somebody down here hiding something, it would be him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did forgot to tell you that he did have like that deck of cards and he put it in his pocket.
Okay.
I did forget to mention that we should have kept an eye on that. Can we roll a perception check on that, or investigation check on the deck of cards?
You don't see it, so you can't roll an investigation check on it.
What do you guys think the best course of action is with this guy?
Just so you know, he's got a nice long white sleeved shirt on. So white collared and sleeved shirt that kind of comes down and cuffs at the wrist, and it's a little bit poofy. And he's got this kind of navy blue cloak on that he took the hood off so that you could see him, but it kind of just drapes over his shoulders. And then his pants are like a nice like dress pants, like nice black dress pants.
I'm gonna ask him. Shoot, what was his name again?
Frederick.
Frederick. So Frederick, were you playing cards by yourself? Mind if we join you?
No, it is. I practice a bit of magic on the side.
Do you really? Would
Yes.
you like to? You want to show us some tricks? I'd love to check them
Oh,
out.
I couldn't.
Come on, you know you want to show us. If you've been practicing,
okay. He says. He pulls out the deck of cards. He fans them out. He says, okay, pick a card, any card.
I'll pick the middle one.
Okay, you pick the card. It's the 7 of diamonds.
All right.
He says, okay, don't tell me what it is. He looks away. He shuffles the cards in his hand.
I'll
and
show
he
the
fans
card
them.
to Kethrak and Pox really quick. I'll show the card.
He fans them back out, and he says, okay, now place the card in the deck anywhere you'd want. Okay, so he closes up the deck. He takes the deck of cards and shows them to you, and he says, so do you remember ish where you put the card? And he kind of like holds it up like on the side, like so you can kind of see the side of the deck. He said, you remember ish where you put the card? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, give me one moment. No, I messed it up. Here, hold this. And he gives you the deck of cards to hold.
All right.
So you hold it in the way he was kind of holding it.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out a little flute out of his like inner pocket, and you hear he plays a little jig like a little on the flute, and then he kind of closes his eyes, and then he takes the deck of cards back from you. He like reaches out to take the deck of cards back, and he puts the flute back in his little pocket, and then he goes and blows on the deck of cards, and the one that comes like kind of shoots out the side of it is the 7 of diamonds.
What?
Go ahead, everybody, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say something he did there seemed a little.
Oh, let's go, Jerome. Popping off, dude.
Makes sense since you were the kind of the closest to the magic trick to have the highest roll. Pox, you're kind of looking around at other things. You do notice that the lizard folk that's at the round table looks like he's packing up his stuff and leaving. And he has a little crystal ball on his side. He seems kind of like an interesting fella. Jimmy and Jerome. Looking around after the magic trick, it seems a bit strange the way he was able to do it. You know, a magician never reveals their tricks, but he kind of messed it up halfway through, and he still got it right. So there's something going on. Looking around, you don't see anything in particular, but you just notice that this basement area is made out of mostly wood with the stone, like the floor being made of stone with carpet on it. So this is a mostly wooden area. That's all I'm going to give you, and you can think about what that means.
All right. This is going to be out of context. Jimmy, I'm going to be honest, dude. What was the thing that you thought was sketchy? Because I had no clue what it was.
Just the flute. The thing about a flute, it seemed like it should have had nothing to do with the card trick, and I'm thinking maybe it could be magic. And especially in terms of like maybe simple-minded animals, maybe if it's a magic flute, maybe it could be used to control, I don't know, mice, maybe.
Can I roll an Arcana on the flute?
You can roll it with disadvantage since he only had it out for a minute and put it away.
All right, let's do it.
Well, wait.
Anyone
Before
who
you do
wants
that,
to
what
roll
if we
Arcana
asked him
can.
to see it again before you do that?
Wait, hey, Frederick, can I take a look at that flute? That looks pretty nifty.
Sure, yes. He pulls out the small little flute that he played, and he says, it's actually hand-me-down from my father. And he holds it up in his fingers like this. It's a small metal flute that's about 6 inches long, and he actually puts he holds onto it with one hand and pulls on the other end, and it actually extends a little bit out into a full flute.
Wow.
Damn.
You know, I'm an artificer, so I've got a little bit of knowledge on cool tools like that, you know?
That's a good
Yes.
Arcana roll. That's
Yep.
fucking
With
good.
your 24 Arcana roll, I'll tell you, it seems like it's got something special to it. As an artificer, you can kind of tell that it's definitely specially made. But with the 24 Arcana, I'll tell you that some real magic happened with this parlor trick. You're just not sure what.
So, you know, I've had my fair share of magicians, Mr. Frederick, and that was quite the magic trick. But you're using actual magic here, aren't you? For that trick, you were using actual magic, right?
He kind of like raised an eyebrow. He says, "Of course not." Oh. And he like retracts the flute and puts it back into his pocket. He looks a little bit offended.
I guess
Well,
not.
is there
then
anything else I can help you with?
You are quite the talented illusionist, then,
no,
my friend.
No, thank you. Yeah, that's enough for today.
Ooh.
Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Oh, do you
Yes.
know who that lizard fellow was? Who just left?
No, I have never seen that one particular in my life, but he looks like he might be a fortune teller of some kind or something.
Sounds good. Are you a regular here by chance?
Me? No. No, this is actually my first time in this establishment.
Ah, do you like it?
It's nice. It's not too bad. It's very homely.
Where
But,
do you where do you normally hang out?
Yes,
What are
yes,
the
of
other
course,
nicer
yes,
bars?
yes, of course. Anyway, I do believe it is time that I take my leave. And he kind of taps the shoulder of the piano player, and he says, "All right, I think it's time we leave." He stops playing. The piano player kind of stops playing, nods his head, stands up from the piano, and they both kind of look at you guys and nod. And he says, "Well, it was a pleasure meeting you all."
Frederick,
And,
it was a pleasure as
you
well.
as well.
I hope we get to see you again. Will
Yes.
will we see you back again at this bar? Because we might come back to this tavern as well. Will we see you around? Maybe we could share some
possibly.
drinks together.
Possibly, Jerome. Yes, you'll see me in the market, so as well as maybe we'll find me at this establishment again in the future.
Sounds great. Take care.
Cool. And you as well. Be safe. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Him and the piano player both walk off.
While they both leave, I whisper to both Kithrak and Pox. So, thanks to your handy dandy genius artificer here, I can tell you that with 100% certainty that whistle flute device contained magic, and the fact that he lied about it is something that we should look into more.
I want to roll perception on that bar, the piano player. If I could look at the piano player?
Can we all do it?
Yep.
I threw my roll down already, but
Okay.
Thanks for telling me, because I forgot to. Oh, come on.
If you wanna look at the rack, you can too.
I was so focused on the.
Dang.
I was so focused on the flute.
Here's what I'm going to give you, Pox. So, looking at the piano player, he is following behind Frederick pretty closely, and it's interesting. They don't seem like much of a pair necessarily. You've got a half-orc, pretty large piano player with a human who is claiming to be like the leader of the markets. They just seem a bit opposite each other, and they both head up the stairs, and
Half orc, interesting.
yeah, they both pass you and head up the stairs, and they don't seem too bothered by you. They don't seem too suspicious of you or anything.
I'm gonna.
He
Drew,
looks
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. I'm
normal.
gonna say something really quick. Boys, I think we're not gonna be getting much sleep tonight. I think we should go do a little bit of exploration here, a little bit of investigating.
Well, here's my take. Are there people around who we wouldn't want to be? Are we still whispering? Are we still
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
whispering. We're whispering.
hushed? Because looking around at the wooden walls, it seems like mice could pretty easily probably get through this establishment. I mean, they're not cement walls.
Yeah, that's true.
As you guys are having this conversation, Jerome, you hear a familiar voice from the distance, and it's actually not that far away because you guys are standing right next to the piano. You hear a familiar voice say,
What are you guys doing here?
Oh,
That's where we're gonna end
Oh
it.
my god!
That's where we're gonna end it for today.
Stuart, let's go.
God fucking damn it!
Today was an awesome session. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to pick up next time with episode 4. Hope you enjoyed episode 3. Check it out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all the platforms. It's going to be out later this week. It will release on Friday this week. So, that being said, I hope you all had fun. Thanks for being here.
Thank
and
you.
we will see you next week.